tell them, slow down. No, you can't catch me. I move too fast on the gas, don't chase me. Slow down. Slow down. I tell them, slow down. No, you can't catch me. I move too fast on the gas, don't chase me. Slow down. Slow down. I tell them, I'm on the case getting sideways. $1.45 on the highway. You know what take to state on a dolo mission. I got a date with the K. Wide awoke, 3 a.m. Probably touch down when the sun come in. When them guards hit the gate, I'll be tired after that 8-hour race. I come from the land where we swing our cars. Figure 8 dance, concretely Mars. Call it paying, supercharged. Back-to-back race the Benz with the photo Porsche. I'm tearing up ties in this luxury. Hella smoke till she wanna. Money on my mind, ain't nothing for free. Tryna keep up with me, but it's nothing to me. I tell them, slow down. Yeah. No, you can't catch me. I move too fast on the gas, don't chase me. Slow down. Good money. Slow down. I tell them, slow down. No, you can't catch me. I move too fast on the gas, don't chase me. Slow down. No, you can't catch me. Slow down. I tell them,
slow down. You know you can't catch me. Hype without fugitive. Snipes Wesley. Boys get on me, try to test me, arrest me. What then I'm.
It's go, 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 go time. Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
It's time. It's time to face some adversity. Look around you. You are here now, in the present time of greatness. I stand here, I look into your eyes, and I feel the spirit of a warrior. I feel the spirit of a gladiator. You have not come this far to come this far. You have not sacrificed the hours, days, weeks, months to taste defeat. You have the warrior spirit in your soul. You have the warrior mindset.
Welcome once again to a playoff edition of the Coach Atkins Show. Obviously joined by Coach once again, and it's a real pleasure being here and hope to keep joining you every week. This is a great feeling. Let's talk about playoffs. One down. We're looking ahead, of course, this week to Metamora, but talk about last week's game against Ottawa. I thought the offense came out maybe a little jittery, just from our perspective. First round playoffs, everybody's hyped up, but it seemed like the defense stepped up really well. We went right back to Bulldog football, took care of business. Talk about that week one matchup.
Yeah, I think you said it best. We got the ball to start the game, and unfortunately, a couple penalties. Guys were excited. We kind of got off the ball a little earlier than we were supposed to, and then missed some easy wide open throws as well. Again, I think that was a little bit of the nerves and the jitters of that first round matchup of playoff football, and an opponent that we weren't used to, right? And don't play regularly and haven't played them in years past, et cetera. Again, I'm not going to make excuses for our kids or our team. We did not start the game very well offensively. But thank God our defense showed up to play, and that's exactly what happened. And I told the kids, that's what great teams do. In the game of basketball, you're going to have a bad night shooting, right? So in this game on Friday, we had a bad night offensively. But again, great teams, have that other side of the ball that kind of picks up the slack, so to speak, whenever one side of the ball is maybe struggling. And I felt that that's exactly what we did. We had our best defensive performance of the season, in my opinion, with the multiple pick sixes, the tackles for losses, the sacks. We were in the backfield. We held them to negative total yards when our starters were in there, and I felt really good about that. But that being said, I felt like there was a time and a point in the game where our offense finally kind of settled down and settled in. And we put together a nice little drive there. It was actually our last scoring drive there. And we looked good at that point. And again, you're going to have mistakes. You're going to have jitters. You're going to have all that. You got to be able to adapt and overcome and maybe settle down quicker. So certainly I hope we settle in faster, this Saturday against Metamora. But overall, you can't complain with a win, survive in advance. We're moving on, and we're getting to do this show again, and we're getting another opportunity for another round. So,
yep, you bet. And let's talk about that next round. We've got a Metamora team coming here to Frank Dutton Field on a Saturday night, which is a little different. But that gives you an extra day to prepare. Talk about Metamora. That's a team that put up 68 points against Jacksonville. What kind of challenges or concerns do you have coming into this week?
Yeah, I would say we have several. Again, they're going to bring a different style of play, right? Kind of think back to the Q&D game. That's kind of what they're more like offensively. Big tight end and H-back, and they run the ball well. They're huge up front, a lot of pulling guards, misdirection action, and then their quarterback's a hero. So again, they're gonna pose some things to us, some challenges that our kids are gonna have to step up, to the plate for. But again, I really like our game plan going into it. I was fortunate enough, with us playing last Friday, I was fortunate enough to go watch their game against Jacksonville on Saturday. Was able to kind of check the atmosphere out, right? What are the kids like on the sideline? So again, so that I could prepare our kids for that. And there's no doubt that Metamora is going to roll, couple charter buses deep here, and they're going to get off the bus and they're going to be ready to play a 4-quarter physical war. And I truly believe that. And so we've kind of prepped our kids for that all week long. You mentioned about the extra day of prep. It's been nice, again, because of the different stuff that they're going to try to do to us, to give us that extra day to prepare our kids, both physically and mentally, right? Like, we're going to have to make sure we're sound, assignment football, doing our job and our responsibility on every single play on both sides of the ball. But again, I know our kids really well, and I know they're going to be up for the challenge, and it's going to be a challenge. I told them that again this morning. The days of us running, clocking teams might be over. So we have to be prepared and ready, both physically and mentally, for that 4-quarter war that's going to be a physical ball game. But like I said, I know our kids are going to be up for the challenge, and I can't wait for Saturday night.
Well, you sort of answered my next question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. How has the week been leading up? You talk a lot about throughout the season at the Coach Atkins Show about the week of practice and prep, and you always kind of have that vibe of your team and going into the week. How does this week feel?
And I'm not just saying this just because this has been one of the best weeks of practice that we've had all season long. Our kids have been locked in since Monday when I saw them in the morning, and then certainly after school. And Tuesday I felt like we had our best practice of the year. Followed that up, polished some things off yesterday, and then had a great run through this morning. Again, anytime you get the senior experience and the senior leadership that we have on this program, these guys have been through the run last year. And again, now they realize that this could be it for them. And Metamora wants to come and end your season. And like I said, I think it's going to be a war for 4 quarters, and our seniors and our team as a whole are going to do everything that they can to not let our season end. And like I said, if they play as well as they prepared and practiced this week, I really like our chances.
That's great. So we always end the show a little bit with some non-football action. This week I want to ask you, a lot of people at home don't realize this, but you're our 7th grade boys basketball coach as well. So obviously that season's kicking off, or it's been kicked off. You tell me, but how do you balance both? And talk about that role as a 7th grade coach as well.
Yeah, so this will probably be my 10th year doing junior high boys basketball. I love it. I love the game of basketball, number one, but more importantly, I love getting the opportunity to coach kids, and in this case, younger kids. I will say it's different, right? Going from high school kids to 7th graders, and I have to flip my mind mentally to put myself in their shoes. So it's definitely different. And then it's a lot, right? We basketball practice typically right after school, and then I'll roll into football practice in the evening. So it definitely makes for long days. But I can't say enough good things about how both groups have handled this transition or this situation, I guess, that we're in. And hats off to my assistant coaches on both sides. Jason Baum's helping me with the 7th grade basketball boys. Like yesterday we had practice, so I couldn't be at our basketball practice, and he took it, and he's doing a great job. And I appreciate everything that he's doing for the program. But yeah, we're 3 weeks in now that I've had to overlap, when tryouts and practice started. But we're making it work, and we're making the most of it, and I'm having a blast with both groups. Obviously, certainly I want the football run to continue. And tonight we got to get a big basketball game. We're 2-0 going into the championship game tonight against Unity, coming off a huge victory Wednesday night against a Danville team that was very good, and we beat them by 6. And so that kind of set up the showdown for this Friday tonight, against Unity at 4:30. And again, I couldn't be happier for the kids, for both groups. And thank you to my wife for allowing me to do this, right? And my kids are going to come watch the game tonight, and let's get a win Friday and then another one on Saturday. How about that?
Yeah,
so
that sounds great, Coach. And I think I could speak for the 7th grade parents that us senior and junior and sophomore parents want to keep you kind of engaged in football a little bit longer. They can wait for the end of their season to get your full attention. So that's going to do it for this week's Coach Atkins Show. Chad's not here to give us bloopers this week, so I'm going to go ahead and let Coach give us the rundown on where you can find Bulldog TV tomorrow night.
Don't forget, this week, Saturday night, 7 p.m., we're back on Bulldog TV again because it's another home game. Really thankful for that, and really appreciate RZ behind the camera. He had a great special this week in the program for the News Gazette. Him and the crew are doing a great job, so if you get a chance, please check out that article. He's a great kid, and again, this whole production runs because of him. So if you can't make it to the game, make sure you check out RZ and the Bulldog TV Saturday night, 7 p.m. See you there.
Welcome to Bulldog TV.
Yes, sir.
Waldinger. We've got the game tonight. 21 minutes to go till kickoff.
Come on now.
Big round 2 IHSA tournament. Dan, how many teams do we have left? Less than 16 or 16?
We've got less than 16, so 16 technically, but obviously we're the last game, Chad.
We're the last
of round 2, so there's
one of my favorite movies.
Oh, that's a goodie. But we are the last of this round of 16. We'll bring you some updates on the bracket soon enough. But Chad, this is playoff football. It's round 2. We're in Frank Dutton Field. It's good to be home.
Hey, let's welcome the people from Metamora had
The Redbirds.
Redbirds from Metamora. They come into this, of course, this doesn't really matter right now, but just for reference, 7-3 regular season. See, they lost to Peoria, Washington, and Pekin, I believe.
Yes, they did, Chetty. Good homework.
All good teams here. Dan, what do you see this game shaping up like? But you know what? Before we get started, we always do something.
We got time.
Predictions.
Oh, score predictions. We're gonna kick off the show.
Kick off the show with score predictions.
Well, as always, we have Ryan Ziegler in the booth. He's doing the controls like he does. Our production manager here in the booth. Ryan thinks it's going to be 42-14 Bulldogs. CC, what you got?
35-28 Bulldogs.
35-28. I'm going to go with 35-14 Bulldogs.
Full disclosure, I have been wrong every game this year.
Week.
I think you could probably ignore most of what I say, not only for the prediction, but most of tonight.
Matter of fact, just ignore everything you just heard because Chad's always wrong. But we did have the coin toss, Chad. I'm not sure what just happened there. I wasn't paying attention, but
someone's going to get the ball. That's the.
I think that's fair to say.
That's the net result of that.
19:40 left, Chad. We got some time to talk about this second round matchup. Metamora coming in again. You said 7-3. They play in a tough conference. You know, they got beat by Peoria. Peoria is the 3 seed in the conference. Peoria just beat a really good Kankakee team last night. Pretty handily. So you can't take this Metamora team for granted. They've got a great program, a good coach. I know you're going to talk about the coach. You're going to talk about the coach's kid a little bit. But Metamora, the Redbirds come in. They've got a nice crowd that traveled over here to Mahomet. They're going to be our toughest matchup to date, I believe. We did a lot of homework this week, Chad.
We did. And we're not even in school anymore.
Well, no, we're not. We had to go back to school, and here's what we learned. We learned Caden Hartnett is their best player, I think. He's their quarterback. He's their free safety. He's number 8. Look for him to make plays.
Does he also return? He's
a senior.
Is he returning? I mean,
he returns.
Yeah. Okay.
According to our neighbors next door from Metamora, he returns kicks and punts. So he's their hero boy. You got to contain him. Obviously, the other threat we got to worry about, keys to the game, Cameron Davis, number 4, the running back. He's 5'10", 175. He's a senior. He had a big game last week against Jacksonville. Chad, they put up 68 points against
68. That is not a 6.8. That's a 68.
68. And we played that Jacksonville last year, if you remember, back here at home.
I do.
I think we beat them 50-0, but same crew was back a year older, and Metamora had no trouble with Jacksonville. So they come in here on a little bit of a high. Of course, Mahomet comes in, the 1 seed. They are coming in on a high as well. They took care of business last week here at Frank Dutton Field against a pretty good Ottawa team that showed some fight early on, but Mahomet settled in and took care of business, of course. And here we are.
Let's talk a little bit about the Metamora offense. Of course, you already pointed out Caden Hartnett, number 8, their quarterback. Cameron Davis, number 4, their lead running back. A couple of things about Caden Hartnett.
Yep.
He can sling the ball.
Yes, he can.
He doesn't do it that often.
When he does, it's money.
4 or 5 games we scouted on, it was north of 70% of their offensive yards are on the ground. Mm-hmm. The reason for that is they're pretty good on the ground.
They're real good on the ground.
They're really good on the ground. So you've got, of course, Cameron Davis back there. You've got Mark Frederick, number 24.
Great little running back, 5'11", 155. He's just a sophomore.
Jadewad Cranford, he's a freshman.
Yeah, watch out for him.
So they can run the ball a lot of different ways. When they do pass, look out for Caden Hartnett. When that pocket collapses, he does not hesitate a lot. He tucks it and runs. And I wouldn't say he's the fastest quarterback we faced all year, but he's very athletic and he's extremely patient.
He picks his spots when he runs. He's
I couldn't have said it better if you asked me to.
Well, that's why we're partners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're my partner.
But you know what? We got to talk about Nate Bartman. He's a wide receiver. He's a slot for them. He's their number 1 target on the outside, number 1. He's also their best DB.
Oh.
Look for him to match up against Quentin Rogers. Here's a key to the game that we talked about, Chad, earlier as we were watching some Illini football. We were doing a little homework. I think the key matchup for the
Are we
Bulldogs.
still talking about Illini right now, or are we?
No, we're back to the orange and blue
Oh.
right in front of us.
Okay.
Checkerboard end zones.
Yeah.
The whole nines. Speaking of orange, we'll talk about the uniforms here in a second, but let me get to my point. I think a key matchup is Trey Peters on the outside. I think they're going to pay a lot of attention to Q. Nate Bartman, their number one DB, is going to be following him. You got to imagine. That puts Avery Grebner on the outside against Trey Peters. Now, what I like about that matchup is Trey's got about 5 inches on him.
Mm-hmm.
I like Trey in that matchup. We'll see what transpires, but I like that key to the game.
Well, if you isolate him out there on the single side,
he's got some height,
and you're playing the strong side with your best. I think it's Baudry.
Well, that's the
No,
boundary.
no.
Chad, that's the boundary safety.
Gavin O'Laughlin is what I was trying to come up with. And Nate Bartman, as you said, if they're playing that trip side that we run a lot, that leaves a single receiver, a single slot on the opposite side of the field, that's a mismatch, which means Caden Hartnett has got to cheat to one side or another. Yeah. If he cheats over to the single side, that leaves Q and Valiant and whoever else that's in there.
Pagel, whoever.
We
like Trey Peters, but hey, let's talk about the fit tonight, as the kids say. The fit? Yeah, that's what they say. That's the fit. That's the ensemble of clothing.
I don't know if you saw this in pregame, but they're in orange on orange, navy blue socks.
And you know what they say?
No.
One of our favorite artists.
Oh.
There might be a reference here at home if you're watching. There's something in the orange
tonight.
I
bet no one knows that.
Yeah,
no one knows that song.
Little Zach Bryan. And what I'll say about that is I think our boys are all gussied up tonight.
Wait. Is this 1905?
I feel like we're all gussied up and we're ready to play some football.
Most people listening, they don't even know what gussied up means.
I'll tell you what, if Brian Bazer's at home, I know he's Googling Zach Bryan something in the orange right now. Brian, I know you are. But,
all right.
Hey, we're all gussied up. We're ready for playoff football. It's round 2, Chad.
Okay,
there's
a couple of other names I want to call
Metamora's the 8 seed. Okay, go ahead. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited.
All
13 minutes left.
Number 84, Tyler Cassip, 6'2", 200-pound senior.
Ball player.
And I believe
he plays both ways,
I think
Chad.
he plays both ways.
He plays D-end, and let me talk about him for a second.
Well, go ahead. I was going to, but it seems like you're going to.
Well, I'm taking over because Tyler's dad played at Western. He's the D-line coach for Metamora. And you know what? It's in his genes because his uncle also played for the University of Illinois. So that boy's a football player.
He is.
And he's a big boy. You talked about it. 6'2", 200-pound senior, Tyler Cassip. Look for him, tight end, D-end. He's going to make some plays tonight.
He's their best lineman on defense, I believe.
He's a
world according to me, in fairness. But look, let's go down the offensive line a little bit.
Do it.
Starting with the left tackle, Ben Wallace, 6'5", 300-pound senior.
Oh, boy.
He, in the film that we've watched, he has been laying some people down. 6'5". Go across
fully leaded.
Oh.
No, he's not unleaded. He's fully leaded.
Yeah. Go to the left guard, Ty Hodel, 6 foot 235. Center, Boston Cox, he's 210. Right guard, Ty Dykes, he's 250.
He does a lot of pulling.
He does a lot of pulling. We're going to talk about that in here in just a second. And I apologize to the Metamora fans if I butcher this, but the right tackle, number 77, Alex Lane.
Yep.
Lane. He's not lean. He's 240 pounds.
Oh,
so they have a big line.
Thick. He's thick.
And you talked about this just a second ago.
It was
one of the things that
30 seconds ago. But what?
One of the things that they do very well in their run game is they'll pull number 52 Ty Dykes. They'll pull Ty Hodel. They'll switch on that guard position. So while on the roster Ty Dykes is the right guard, he'll switch with Ty Hodel. They'll pull in tandem. They have some tells. We'll see if that kind of comes out throughout the game. But in the passing game, we talked about it. Nate Bartman, Noah Simmons, Broderick Schroers. I told you I was going to butcher that.
No, number 86.
So they don't pass in terms of percentage a whole lot, but they can.
Well, and to your point, so that offensive line for them is big. They're heavy. They're thick. They're going to go straight at you. They're going to pull a lot. I think Our defense is going to be tested. I think you're going to ask a lot from our DNs. Mateo Casillas, we know he can handle it. We know Jack Gallier can step up. And also, look for a big game from that linebacking core, Chad. We've been great at linebacker all year long. The likes of Wagner, of course Hauser, and the All-State Nick Golden are going to have to step up big time in this matchup against Metamora.
Let's talk a little bit about their defensive. We already talked
about – why don't we?
Well, I'm going to. We already talked about Caden Hartnett, of course, number 8, their quarterback. They run a 4-3. They'll run an odd 4-4 with the safety over, man to the outside. They show blitz a lot and drop back into the linebacker set. They're very disciplined defense. And here's what the key for Mahomet is going to be. They have to establish that run early.
Yep.
Get them playing up in that box.
Still no Luke Johnson. He'll be back next week, I'm hearing, but tonight.
Well, we got to get past tonight. This is
You're exactly
for everyone.
right.
Everyone listening, this
You're
is not
exactly
a cakewalk.
Right.
This is going to be the most competitive team that Mahomet has faced this year.
This is playoff football as we get ready to honor America and the playing of our national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Bulldog TV.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
National anthem is in the books. 7:50 to go.
Jittery, bug. What do we got? All right, Frank Dutton Field, 7:50 left. Bulldog football getting ready to go. Round 2. Cheerleaders taking the field right now to try to get this crowd pumped up. It's a little chilly for a Saturday night, but thankfully the wind has died down significantly. A little worry about the weather tonight, but the wind has died down quite a bit. Still a good crosswind from our booth to the visitors across the field, Chad, north to south. South to north, rather. So there's a bit of a crosswind, but all in all, it's calmed down quite a bit.
About 30 miles an hour since we showed up an hour and a half ago.
And that bodes well for the Bulldogs, of course. We're a passing threat. Boy, the house is packed. Frank Dutton Field's looking good. The students are huddled up. I'll tell you, Chad, Metamora travels very well. That's probably the biggest crowd we've seen
I would
today.
say it is.
All
And
season
we're not
long.
even being facetious.
No.
There's a word for you.
I don't even know what that means, Chad, but I do know that Metamora travels well. They've got a good crowd across the street there. Probably the best crowd we've seen from a visitor, maybe minus Morton early on in the season. Bulldog football, number 1 seed coming in here. We're excited. We're excited as they get ready to take the field. I got to think that last week was a good opener for the Bulldogs. They kind of started out a little bit jittery on offense. Wyatt Baum was a little off, but we settled in nicely. It's always different when you get to the playoffs. You get a little excited, and I think this junior lad from last year, now seniors, we've been here a couple times. I think they're going to settle in. I think it's important for the Bulldogs to get off to that fast start. We know our defense is strong. Let's hope they make some good plays early on in this game. Still don't know who won the toss, but we'll get that for you. But Bulldog fans, 5:48 left to go before our kick. The cheerleaders are lined up. We got a lot of feedback on Mike 3, RZ. Ryan Ziegler, as always, producing.
Let me tell you who's focused right now.
Yeah, talk to me,
apart
Chad.
from the players.
Talk to me, Chad.
This is about the 13th back and forth pace that Atkins has done from the 50 to the 10-yard line. He is incredibly focused. Cheerleaders lined up. The blow-up helmet is out, awaiting the Bulldogs to take the field. No sign of them just yet, nor more Metamora. Well, I take that back. Metamora is coming across the track here.
The Redbirds taking the field slowly in unison.
And here come the Bulldogs.
Here they come with that American flag, Chad, that Bulldog flying high. They come out in front of this large Bulldog contingent. Chad, the winner of tonight's game will take on Morris. Morris took care of their business, the 4 seed on our side of the bracket. They went down to Centralia, and they beat Centralia tonight. So if you're watching at home and you're wondering who we play or who the winner of this game plays, it'll be Morris.
So what that means is if Mahomet wins, we go to Morris.
That's right, Chad.
If Metamora wins, is it at Metamora?
Let's see. I'll get back to you on that. I got to think. You're asking me to think early here.
Well, you're going to have to with 4:20 to go till kickoff.
It will be at Morris because Morris is the higher seed. They're both on the road. So it'll be at Morris no matter what next week. RZ, why don't you go ahead and pull up that bracket while we talk about playoffs. So Morris, obviously, they took care of business tonight. They beat Centralia. Down in the bottom half, a big upset, Chad. Mascoutah takes care of Highland.
Highland is out.
Highland's
Who
out.
saw that coming?
Yeah, they're the 2 seed, so Highland's out. Peoria beats Kankakee, and a Kankakee team that's really good. Preseason ranked number 1, Chad, in 5A.
That just goes to show you that the rankings really don't mean anything this time of year.
They don't matter right now. It's do or die. It's survive and advance. So the winner of this game, again, will take on Morris. The winner of the Morris game against this winner will take on the winner of the Mascoutah-Peoria game. And, of course, that'll get you to state against the North bracket. We're not even going to get to the North bracket this week because we got to win tonight.
We got to win tonight, and based on the team that's out there, I'm going to say that Mahomet is kicking off first.
Yeah, I like that. I like to put the ball in the hands of our defense. And, of course, returning for the Redbirds is that Broderick Schreyers. He's number 86. He'll do some wide receiving. Also, Caden Hartnett, their quarterback, is a return guy. He's the up back.
I think that's Mark Frederick out there, number 24, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. They do a little – I think we got some bad information next door. I think
they played the old okey doke on us.
They're doing the old okey doke. And that's fine. We can play that way, can't we, Chad? Number 12, Noah Simmons, is the up back for the Redbirds. Hey, there's nothing better than I like being on the fly. So if they give me bad information, I'm going to show that I'm a professional.
Yeah.
So again, 86, Schreier will be the kick returner. He's the man back deep along with number 12. He's the up back, Noah Simmons. He's 5'10", 170. He's a senior. The other up back, Chad, I can't quite
It's Mark Frederick,
tell.
I think, number 24.
Yep, he's the backup running back. Here we go, Chad. It's playoff football. Kyle Walmer set to kick, and he does just that. He lines it up, he kicks it one, and he kicks it deep. It'll be to Schreyers right at the goal line. Schreyers takes it right up the middle. Nothing doing there. Great coverage by that orange Bulldog kickoff team.
Oh, that's Javon.
That's not Javon.
Isn't it?
Nope.
Is that DeAndre?
That's DeAndre Huey. Number 16.
I think. Oh, look at
DeAndre
that.
with great coverage to start this game off. All right, so the Redbirds will start this ball game off at about their 20, and here comes that Bulldog defense that's been playing really well, Chad.
Tyler Kessup sets up in the H-back, tight end offset to the left side. Single back formation. Comes in motion. It's a handoff up the middle. Couldn't actually see who's in there.
Well, Chad, I think that's the running back.
I know it's the running back. I just couldn't see the number.
I think it was Davis.
Is it Cameron?
We'd like to welcome the officials for tonight's
can't
It
tell
is.
you.
game.
It is Cameron Davis, number 4.
Boy, you're not kidding, Chad. That number 73 for.
He's
Damn,
a
wow.
sight to look at.
He reminds me of Tyler Euclid last year. He's just ahead above shoulders of everybody else. Big boy.
Noah Simmons sets up in the single side, guarded by Waldinger. He goes in motion. He's followed. Handoff again
Great
to
play.
Davis. And he'll get back maybe a yard if he's lucky.
Kale Schweihart.
Kale
coming
Schweihart
up
on the tackle.
big for the Bulldogs. Well scouted. Kale playing that rover position. He plays safety, but he plays the field safety on that play. Comes up, makes a huge play. They still gain 3 or 4. It brings up 3rd and 6. Big down here early.
A lot of substitutions happening early.
I was about to say, Chad, they're bringing in a lot of new bodies. Number 24 is in. He's their second running back.
Yeah, it's going to be Mark Frederick.
Yeah, look for something to him. Watch
Twin
Hartman
set
here.
side to the far. And it's a quarterback keeper on the outside. Stiff arm. Ran out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And that'll be good enough for a first down for
Hartman.
Metamora.
Yeah, Caden Hartnett, he's their hero. He again, patient runner. He waited for his opportunity. He busted outside. Got 1 broken tackle. He got just enough for the first down. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Something's happening down
they
here.
might take a look here.
There's no instant replay, but there is a discussion going on.
Well, Ryan has an instant replay.
I don't see any flags.
They might measure this, Chad. It's really close to that first down marker. Hartnett,
I'm going to say he has it at the
Hartnett
29 and a half.
was rushed out of bounds by our defense right close to that marker. They're actually going to call it 4th down, I think, Chad.
Well, let's let them tell us.
No, they are. They're yard short. Look at the marker right at the 30. The ball's at the 29, Chad.
Well, there's no signal just yet.
It's 4th and 1.
And so you are correct.
So
that nice neon sign on the other side.
A tough play call early for the Redbirds to see what they're going to do here. Are they going to punt? Chad, early on, that's a big stop.
Caden Hartnett's back in. I got to believe they're going to go for this early.
Well, I don't have a punter listed on my program.
Tight formation.
Big
Line
play
is
here.
packed.
Big play here. They're trying to draw us off sides, Chad. Nothing doing so far. Very disciplined.
Oh, false start.
Yes,
false
sir.
start.
Yes,
That's going to
sir.
be against Ty Dykes, number 52 on the right guard.
How about the discipline by that defense? And they saw that coming. They expected that.
Well,
they
we
knew
talked
it.
about in pregame that they do that a lot in 4th and short.
They do, and the Bulldogs defense, well scouted. Give credit to our D coordinator for having them setting and waiting for that ball to move. It never moved, so now we're going to punt. Who's that punter, Chad?
I don't have him on my roster.
I don't either.
Hunter Rogers is the call from the announcer.
Rogers
High
is
snap.
deep. The punt's a good one. It's going to bounce. Rogers going to leave that one alone. Bulldogs will take over right about the 34-yard line. Good hold, 3 and out by your defense. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over. What I like about that possession, Chad, the 3 and out sets us up, and that means we get the ball in the second half. We don't lose that possession. Now our offense takes the field. We'll get that punter for you guys at home.
Well, like we thought they would, they come out early with trips.
Trey on that outside. Watch
Trey
for
on the
that
single
matchup.
side. Bomb with the snap. It's a fake handoff. He rolls out to the right, got a little pressure, even has more, keeps rolling. Tripped up at the 35 and hit out of bounds
Look for
at
flag.
the 37. No flag,
Hey,
but the crowd wants it.
I love the composure by Wyatt Baum, number 12. He rolls to his right. He knows he doesn't have anything. He slipped a couple tackles, still gets a positive gain. Gets 3 or 4 on that, brings up second and about 7. 10 minutes left to go in this first quarter action.
Q Rogers, Valiant Walsh, dual threat. Valiant in motion. It's a misdirection handoff.
That's Garrett,
out to the
sophomore.
40.
Covered up.
And hit there about the 43-yard line. We're to bring up 3rd and short for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good little run by Braden Garrett. He had a little opening. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. Falls forward, gets a good spot, brings up 3rd and 1.
Hartnett on the tackle.
3rd and 1, 10:03 left to go in this quarter. Braden Garrett's number 38. And he comes hobbling off, so that'll bring in Ryken Kirby, Chad. Ryken, very serviceable back. He's been great all year long, number 40. He'll come in for Braden, the sophomore. The junior, Ryken now, the running back. 2 receivers to our side, Trey Peters, with lots of room up there on the far side.
They load up the backfield.
He's got to be offside.
And there's a quick offsides.
Yep, like to see that.
By Metamora.
Yep, number 66, Adam Sloan, 6'1", 210 junior. He got a little excited and gave us 5 yards and a first down.
Defense is offsides.
Hurry up offense here, Chetty.
1st and 5 from the 49. Same play. Q Rogers comes in motion to the far side. Fake handoff. It does go to Rogers on the inside.
Go, Q.
He's got a first down, slips up at about the 42-yard line.
Here's what I love about that. The pace is great. We're going no huddle. You find the playmaker, Q Rogers. He slips that time, but he was open. And Wyatt does a nice job of making the completion. Nothing complicated. Get Wyatt settled early, and let's move the chains. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
All right, here's one we haven't seen for a while. Lycan Kirby lines up as a wide receiver, as does Carter Selk.
Yeah, I see Selk in there. Smoothie Selk, number 6.
He goes in motion. Little confusion. Valiant comes to the inside. Q in motion. Quick handoff. It's a reverse to Valiant Walsh. He's got pressure in the backfield.
He's got him.
Got a little room. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he will not get any yards on that. Right back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, well defended by the Redbirds. Marshall Vasquez, the DN, caught that edge, made Valiant have a lot of hard work to get past the line of scrimmage. He picks up maybe 1, brings up 2nd and 10, 8:48 left to go in first.
We haven't seen this all year, but they're almost running 2 H-backs and putting a lot of motion from the outside. It's a quick pitch to Q Rogers right up the middle. He'll pick up 6 on that play, bring up 3rd and about 3 or 4, depending on where they set it. 8:30 to go, first quarter.
I love the motion that we're doing here. We're going to bring in Diesel here as we get ready here. Set. Diesel package coming in, but I love the motion. You're sending Q and Valiant in motion. Defense doesn't know who to defend. Diesel package in, Houchin under center. The give to Hauser, right up the middle. Hauser barrels ahead, and he's going to be close to that first down, Chad. We'll see where they spot it.
That's going to be really close, but I think it's
going to be close.
I'm going to just go ahead and say he's got it. I don't have any reason to say that other than my eyes.
He needed 4.
They do have it. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
1st and 10, and they'll stay in that Diesel package, Chatty. Diesel package, of course, brings on the big boys. Of course, Q's in there. Mateo comes out. Jack Gallier comes out. Houchin under center. Brennan Hauser's the H-back. Valiant's always a threat. So you got Valiant at the wing back. You got Q at the wing back. You got Hauser straight back. They keep it with Houchin. Houchin looking to pass. He'll keep it. He's got some room, and he's got a nice gain, and he's out of bounds for a good 6-yard gain. There is a flag on the play, Chad.
Well, you got to think that far out it's going to be a holding because they pulled a lineman out with him, and it is a holding against the Bulldogs. They'll mark that one off.
Yep, and that'll be 5-yard penalty. That'll bring in Y-bomb, and that offensive set for the Bulldogs will come back out.
Hey, sometimes when you go forward, you actually go backwards.
Oh, let's take a deep breath here. I don't know what that means, Chad. But
Trey Peters, Valiant Walsh. Trip set to the far side.
1st and 20 now for the Bulldogs.
Rogers on an island all his own.
They're giving him lots of room on this near side.
It's an inside bubble screen, and he's hit 3 yards deep in the backfield at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good defense.
Where to bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Good defense by the Redbirds.
Should be 2nd, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Dalton Shuda. I don't know if we talked about him, but we talked about him before the show, Chad. Dalton Shuda, the linebacker. He's probably their best linebacker. He came up there and make a huge play. 2nd and 21. Lots to get here. Bulldogs look to the sideline. They look for a play call, a little adjustment.
Metamora showing some blitz. They back off into the linebacker set.
Lots of time.
Bomb's got all kinds of time. Sets up in the pocket, whips it across. He's got it right to Adam Dyer.
Yes,
He's down to the 15-yard line. He was wide open.
Chatty, great composure by the senior Wyatt Baum. And let's give a credit to that O-line. Gave Wyatt tons of time. If you give him that much time, somebody's going to get open. Adam Dyer finds the space, the open field. He finds the green zone, makes the catch, move the chain. 1st and 10 from your 15. Here we go.
Kirby in the backfield. It is a handoff to Kirby off the left
side.
Straight
ahead, Riken. Straight ahead, son.
And he'll pick up a couple of yards, maybe 2 or 3 on that, to bring up 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
You know what?
Deep in the territory of Metamora.
I love that play by Kirby. He had 2 or 3 guys hanging on him, and he just kept going forward. He gets a good 4 or 5 yards, brings up 2nd, and about 6. You know what time it is?
Well, I don't know. It sure looks to me like it's diesel time.
Well, they say there's a diesel shortage, Chad, but there isn't in Mahomet tonight.
Nope.
We got another diesel package coming at you. That brings in Houchin under center.
2nd and 5, 6:26 to go.
Actually, they spread out Houchin out wide. A little different look. Q will keep it. In the Wildcat, straight ahead. He sees it.
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Dan, here's what I like about that play.
What a great play call.
Before we even came to the field today, we said you've got to get Q Rogers involved in the backfield in some way, and they did it in spades right there. Mahomet strikes first, 6-0.
Now, Mike Burner, give him credit. A little different look on the diesel. You expect Houchin to get it. They put Houchin wide right. They line up Q behind center, and Q takes it right in for the touchdown.
That sounds to me like they already got into the dome ski of Metamora.
Oh, baby. Kyle Walmer out to kick. Dyer the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. Bulldogs up 7-0. Here we go. Playoff football. Frank Dutton Field. Let's go, baby!
Dan's kind of excited. He's a homer.
I'm a huge homer.
I am from here. I just kind of call it like I see it.
Well, we can be more homers because there's a Metamora broadcast next door. So, Metamora fans, hopefully you're watching your feed. If not, welcome to Bulldog TV. 7-0. 6:20 left to go in this first quarter. Flags are flying. Blake Walters out there with his shirt off.
I don't even know what's happening here. I thought this was a family event.
I like it. B-Dub out there representing that Bulldog student section is throwing confetti. Fireworks are firing. Bulldogs are kicking off. Kyle Walmer set to kick. We've got Schreier deep, number 86 for the Redbirds. Walmer looking to kick one deep again. Schreier starts his kickoff return right about the 5-yard line. Look for D'Angelo Huey again. He's been a special teams all-star. Ethan Esker, Tyler Majors, Nick Golden. Look for them to make a play. Here's a kick. It's a little bit shorter, but Schreier will field it. He takes it up the far side. He brings it back to the middle. Shakes one tackle. He's still on his feet. Good return from Schreier, but Bulldogs bring him down. Again, good old Huey for the Bulldog. Excuse me. That was Javon Irwin.
Javon Irwin, isn't it?
Yep, that was Javon that time that brings him down. So Bulldog defense will set things up. Redskins.
Oh, this isn't the
Redbirds will start things up at the 30. Chad, you got it.
Hartnett looks over the offense. H-back, tied into the left, single back formation.
Look for
they finally send in the 11th man late.
Look for them to take a shot with the passing game now. They haven't done that yet.
Mahomet loading the box, anticipating the run. It is a run. It's to number 4, Cameron Davis, and he'll pick up a few on that. 2nd down for Metamora.
Yeah, Chad, look for them. Hartnett obviously is their ball player. He's a quarterback. He can run. He can pass. Look for them for a play action here. Expect a play action. They want to take a little bit of test on that Bulldog DBs.
I disagree.
Nope.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me.
Dayton Eisman comes out. I didn't see who went in for him. I think they're expecting run here.
I don't know. I think look for a play action. Look for Schreiers. They're going to take a shot. Here's the keeper, though.
Hartnett with the keeper. He's got room. One block to beat, and he is off to the races. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He will walk it in. Touchdown, Metamora.
Yep. He broke through that. He broke through that line, and nothing back there to stop him.
We talked about. I mean, actually, I'd like to recant something I said earlier. It's not that fast. He just blew past the entire Bulldog defense, but he's extremely patient, waiting for the secondary blocks to develop.
Yeah, give them credit. They did some nice blocking up front, and they got to that second tier, third tier. We missed a couple of assignments, and off he goes.
Well, he runs right off of Ben Wallace, that 6'5", 300-pound senior.
Big boy.
He does his job, opens up a hole, and they're off to the races.
Chad, they like to go to 2. They don't do a lot of kicking, so look for them to go for 2 here. And that's exactly what they'll do. They'll line up for a 2-point conversion.
Cameron Davis, Caden Hartnett in the backfield. Single set. It's a misdirection to the tight end, and he will not get in.
Cale Schweihart flying up from that safety position makes a huge play.
7-6, Bulldogs on top. 5:29 to go, first quarter. We've got a barn burner.
We knew it would be, Chad. We knew it would be a ball game, and it's all going to depend on how we react to all these plays, right? They made a big play. Bulldog defense. They got reset on that 2-point conversion, and they did their job. Cale Schweihart came up, made a big play, and it might come down to 2-point conversions. They get that one.
Well, we'll see about that.
So Bulldog offense will take the field now after a little kick return.
Or do they return it here?
Well, Q Rogers, obviously Quentin.
We know we have the ability. Is there some trickery? Is there a reverse happening? Is it a fake reverse? You never know with this special teams.
You don't know. Quentin Rogers back deep for the Bulldogs along with Valiant Walsh, both threats.
Donovan Lewis is back there.
Braden Houchin also the up back. Be ready for anything here. Redbirds set to kick. 7-6 ball game, 5:29 left to go in the first quarter.
3 kickers back there.
Yeah, and it's a short kick. Pagel does a nice job of going and attacking that ball because that was a live ball, Chad. Pagel does a good job of making sure he secures that ball. That'll give us good field position to start this drive right about the 36.
Well, it's a 34, but what's 2 yards between friends?
34, 36. It's all even numbers. We got a ball game. We knew we would. 7-6 Bulldogs. Bulldogs take the field. First quarter action in this second round.
Trey Peters, Valiant Walsh to the far side. Reich and Kirby sets up in the backfield. Walsh comes in motion. It's a handoff right up the middle. Stutter steps. Reichen has a little bit of room, gets to the 40-yard line, where to bring up second down.
Yeah, Chad, that was
it Braden? Is he back in?
Found the ball there. That was he was a little hobbled up.
He is back in.
But he's back, and he had a great gain, 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 now for the Bulldogs.
No deep strikes yet for the Bulldogs. Handoff again to Garrett. Off the left tackle, and he gets just about 0 point nothing on that.
I've never heard of that before, but it doesn't sound positive.
It's like decimal. It's a decimal.
So what you're saying is he got 1 because the scoreboard says 3rd and 3.
Well, they know better than I do. Pagel checks in.
3rd and 3 for your Bulldogs here. Big play early on. Redbird showing blitz here from 89.
Loading up the box. Safety cheating to the single. He's cheating to the Q Rogers side. Pocket collapses and Bomb keeps it.
Yes, sir.
He still goes. That'll bring up 4th and 1 or 2.
No, he got it, Chad.
I do not think he got that, Dan.
No, you're right. He's just short.
Yeah, I
He's
feel like
short.
I am. 4th and 1, it looks like, with 4:03 to go.
You're right.
A very long first quarter.
We'll see how they call it here. Looks like they're going to bring in the diesel. And they're going to at least show diesel package here on this short yard
I got to believe they're going
situation.
to try to draw them off.
3:48 left, 4th and 1, diesel package in. Big play early in this game. 4th and about a yard. What's the call here? Timeout?
Looks to be the timeout.
Okay.
For Metamora.
Timeout for Metamora is right.
And it'll be a timeout for us. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with you on Bulldog TV.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs. Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
Back here after the timeout, 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs.
Big play earlier, Chad. Big play.
Set up at the 43-yard, their own 43-yard line.
Again, Houchin.
Houchin lines up wide. There's a snap. It's Q Rogers with the keeper. He's got the first down and keeps driving. He's got nothing but green in front of him. He'll take it in for the touchdown.
Go, let's go. Let's go, Quentin Rogers. They got nothing for that, boy. Nothing for that. Quentin Rogers, give the ball to your playmaker. He's going to make a play, boy. Let's go.
Give it to Q Rogers. He was hit after a 2-yard gain, somehow bounced out to the outside and took it to the house.
Oh, my goodness. Once he sees green,
I guess that'd be about 56-yard run.
Okay, now that breaks that thing open just like we need to see. Walmer out for the point after. Walmer, every point after is going to matter here. Houchin the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good, Chad. What a play by Quentin Rogers.
It feels like we've already played 3 quarters.
4th and 1. From
3:24.
Our territory, Quentin Rogers gets the ball. We're looking for a first down. He finds a touchdown.
Luckily, Blake's put his shirt back on. He still has the flag. He's running on the track.
But he's got a cowboy hat on because it's America here. America night in the student section.
Oh.
USA night. You can't quite tell, but there's a lot of red, white, and blue down there. Wow. Wow. We got playoff football, Chad. Quentin Rogers doing what he does best, making plays.
Give it to him in space, and he just makes it happen.
Let him do the rest. Kyle Walmer now set to kick. Walmer's been perfect on them point afters, and they matter in playoff football. Broderick Schreyer's back deep, number 86. He's had every return so far. He's had 2 returns. He's averaging about 20 yards on a return. Here comes Walmer. The kick is to Schreyers. Schreyers will field it right about the 5. He'll take it up. He'll slice to the middle. Nick Golden meets him right there at the 15-yard line. And Nick Golden says, welcome to Bulldog football. Welcome to Frank Dutton Field. I'm here all night.
Schreyer's slow to get up. He was slammed to the ground.
I think Nick reminded him he's going to be here all night.
You think you said that to him?
I feel like he probably did. But, again, give the Redbirds credit. They had a big gashing play on that last drive. So let's see if the Bulldogs can tighten that up here.
Back in for Metamora, Cameron Davis, Caden Hartnett.
Simmons
they
on
load the
side.
lineup. It is a handoff to Davis, and he will pick up 4 or 5 on that. Right off that right tackle to Ty Dykes. You know what we haven't seen yet today, Dan? We talked about it, or you and I individually talked about it. They pull a lot of these guards, both left and right. They haven't done that yet tonight.
No, they haven't. They've been going right at us, right up the middle, or they've been keeping it on the outside. And I'm seeing a little adjustments. You see Javon Irwin coming in here. They're loading the box now, Chad.
Yeah, Noah Karas
Smash
checks in.
football.
Quarterback keeper. He's still on his feet. And that'll be good for another 2-yard pickup for Metamora.
Metamora is totally satisfied just going right at us. We're trying to load the box. You got Cale Schweihart coming up from the backfield. You got Javon Irwin now loading the box. I saw Dayton come out. So we're stacking the box because we know they're trying to go smash mouth on us.
Well, force them to pass.
Force that pass, but it's 3rd and 1, so you got to look for another run. Look for Hartnett to keep the ball here on the outside.
Noah Simmons lines up.
Hartnett, I hope somebody's spying him because he's the key player here.
They do load the box. They're showing blitz. It's the handoff to Davis, and he will have the first down across the 30 to the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for Metamora.
Yeah, good play by the Redbirds again. This smash mouth football, we're containing them to 1 or 2 yards, 3, 4 yards, but it's enough to keep the chains moving. 1st and 10, 2 minutes left to go in the first. A lot of football left to go tonight. Here comes Irwin off, and Dayton comes back in for the Bulldogs. Still no pass yet. by the Redbirds. Look for them for some play action at some point. They're going to test us.
Broderick Schroeder's.
Come up.
Oh, he is hit in the backfield about the 24-yard line.
Ben Wagner.
Big Ben Wagner.
Sniffs that baby out. Number 2, the linebacker, comes up, makes a huge play. That's a TFL, tackle for
No, I know
loss.
what that means.
You know what that means?
Yeah. That was a number 24, Mark Frederick, on the carry. He's trying to bounce to the outside.
He likes to go outside. We saw that in our pregame homework.
And there's the pull we said didn't happen.
Yep. Again, I'm telling you, they're going to try a play action. We got to be ready. Don't get lulled to sleep out here, Jaker.
Schrader sets up.
There's a pass.
Oh,
does Jake
in
get
and
it?
out of the
Did
hands.
Jake get it?
Incomplete. Looked like Waldinger had the interception.
Oh, I wish we had a replay because that was close to a pick. Well read by the Bulldog defense. A lot of pressure on that outside. Ball was tipped. Jake made a play on it.
Third
Looks
and
like it falls
14.
short.
53 seconds to go in the first quarter, which seems about like 6 quarters.
They'll call it incomplete, Chad. That'll bring up 3rd and 14, like you just said. They tried the pass. We covered it well. Good job, Bulldog D. Now look for anything. Look for trickeration.
I think it's going to be a pass. Cameron Davis checks out. It's going to be an empty backfield. Single set to each side, tied into the right. They like to throw to him. It's the quarterback keeper on the right side.
Oh, he's
heavy traffic, and he will be taken down at the 26-yard line.
That's a team tackle, son.
4th down.
That's a team tackle, son.
For Metamora, well scouted.
Mateo Casillas comes in there. He surrounds him along with Jack Gallier. Those DNs made sure there was nowhere to go. He did everything he could to try to make a play. Did Hartnett. Nothing there. Bulldogs make another stop. Big stop. Q Rogers back deep for the Bulldogs in that punt formation.
Hanson back to punt.
Donnie Lewis, the up back. The kick is deep. It'll drop. Q will let that one roll. Good decision.
Yeah, Bulldogs will set up at their own 36-yard line. 1st and 10, 7.5 seconds to go in the first.
Baby. Wind tonight, Chad? Not a factor.
Not a factor. You wouldn't have guessed that at 10 a.m. this morning.
Nope. Look at that flag. It's totally still. Good stand by the Bulldog defense. They got gashed on the last drive, but they held up on that drive. Do what they do. Get that ball to the offense, and here comes Y-Bomb and the crew.
A new formation for the Bulldogs.
I thought he had it.
Carter Selk sets up at the H-back. It's a quick pass to Q Rogers. Inside bubble screen. He's got a little room across the 45 to the 47-yard line, and that'll, well, they stopped the clock because it is a first down, but as soon as they set this, that'll be the end of the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the first, but Chad, they had double team on Q, and they still found Q in the flat.
At the
Q gets a first down.
end of first, 14-6. Bulldogs will be back right after this break.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
At D1.
All right, Chad, we flip fields. We'll go the other way now. Bulldogs 1st and 10 from their 46-yard line. Big drive here. We got to set the tone. 14-6.
Well, mismatch on the outside with Trey Peters, but they're giving him plenty of space.
10 yards.
Bomb with the snap. It goes to Ryken Kirby off the right tackle, and he'll get maybe one.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Good stop by Adam Sloan. We've called his name a couple times. The junior D lineman comes up, makes a great play on Kirby. Maybe gets one there. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Got trips on the near side now.
Well, now we have even a different mismatch. Grebner guarding the Q side. It's a fake. It goes to
Q.
is it Q Rogers. He'll pick up
He's going to be
about
short.
7 on that. He's short. It's going to be
short.
third and about 1 for the Bulldogs.
They saw the one-on-one coverage on that outside, on that far side with Q, and they're going to go to Q every time if you give them one-on-one. Look what we got here. Look what we got here. Q lines up 15 yards back.
Now look for that quick strike.
3rd and 1.
And it's a fake. Bomb rolls out. He has, right to Trey Peters at about the 31-yard line, in and out of his hands.
Yeah,
all eyes were on Q Rogers, and he
all
goes
eyes.
right to the middle. Great play design.
I love the play call. Wyatt just got a little bit of pressure there, threw a little high. They knew it's 4-down territory, though, Chad, because they go with the diesel package. They know they're going for it on 4th. Love the play call. They line Q up. You see them go to Q most times. That time the pump fake to Q. They had Peters over the middle, but give the credit to the Redbirds. Got a little bit of pressure on Wyatt, and he gets an incompletion. There was a penalty on the play that I didn't see.
It's going to go against the Bulldogs.
It's a 5-yarder, so that'll bring up 3rd and 6. We'll replay 3rd down, looks like.
And bomb comes out. I got to believe this is going to be a quick punt.
No, we're at 3rd down. They accepted the penalty.
Oh, they took the penalty.
Yeah, they took the penalty. So 3rd down, that's actually an advantage for us, I think. Bulldogs with 3 timeouts, 10:56 left to go in this second quarter.
Adam
Metamora.
Dyer, Trey Peters, Valiant Walsh set up in the trips formation. Q singled over. Safety is cheating to Q's side. Bomb sets back. He rolls out opposite. He's got heavy pressure, and he will be sacked at the 39-yard line by Metamora.
Yeah, Dalton Shuda. We talked about him. That big linebacker shot the gap there. He finds Wyatt, gets him with a big loss. Brings up 4th and a long 20. Give or take a couple yards. 4th and 17, actually. 10:32 left. We'll line up with Wyatt deep to punt.
And finally, Metamora adjusts to that.
Hartnett back deep for Metamora, and Wyatt will kick it out of bounds at about the 39, call it 40-yard line. That's where Metamora will take over, down 14-6, 10:15 left to go in this half. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on Bulldog TV.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
All right, we're back live here, Bulldog TV.
Schreyers
1st and 10.
goes in motion. It goes to Schreyers. It's tipped at the line. And that was an intended quick slant to Schreyers.
Yeah, that was a goofy play there. Good coverage by Jake. I think he lost the ball, though. If he plays the ball, he might have a chance at it. Nonetheless, it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Redbirds. I keep wanting to say Cardinals.
Nope.
They're the
They're out of
Redbirds.
St. Louis, Dan.
No, this is the Redbirds. 2nd and 10 here, early in the second quarter. 10-12 left to go.
Bartman, Schreyers now in the dual package. Quarterback keeper off the left. Tackle. And he'll pick up about 2 on that play. Bring up 3rd and long for the Redbirds.
Good defense by Donnie coming up. Donnie Lewis coming up to making that play. He saw that come. Brings up 3rd and 6. Gong is out, Chatty.
Hey, thanks to the 1,200 viewers we have here with us tonight.
Oh, that might be near records.
A lot of people watching here.
Welcome
Full
to Bulldog
crowd.
TV. Welcome to playoff football. It's 3rd down. We're going to open this window up so you can hear the crowd. You got it, Chad.
Schreyers on the single set side. It's a quarterback keeper. He keeps going. He's got the 1st down at about the 47-yard line. There's a fumble on the play. No call just yet. And looks like Redbirds will retain it, but that was close.
Okay, they got a good 1st down there. Great play by Metamora again.
And again, he comes right off of that Ben Wallace side.
Ben Wallace, the big boy on the O-line, giving us lots of trouble on that left side.
Would you want to line up against a 300-pound guy?
No, I don't think
What
I
about
would.
250?
No, still wouldn't. I'll take 200 maybe.
Okay.
1st and 10 for Metamora. 14-6, 9:06 left to go in the half.
Hartnett with the handoff to Davis.
Get there.
Left tackle. And he picks up one after getting hit initially 3 yards deep in the backfield by the Bulldogs. We'll bring up 2nd down. 8:49 to go in the first half.
Hey, give the Bulldog defense credit there for pursuing the ball. Cameron Davis kept his feet moving. He broke one tackle, not tapple. And Bulldog defense in that all orange pursued the ball. They kept pursuing the ball. They still make the play. Short yardage brings up 2nd and 9. 8:27 left to go in this half. Single side on Jake on this side.
Now they load the backfield. It's a quick handoff to Frederick. He's got plenty of room. Nothing but green in front of him, and he will walk it into the end zone.
No penalties.
Touchdown, Redbirds.
Yep, good play call. He bounces on the outside. We knew he was an outside threat. He found some open room. He did the rest. Touchdown, Redbirds, 14-12 with 8:09 left to go in the half.
Now he marches off about a 47-yard run there.
Yep, that'll bring up the 2-point conversion. They don't like the kick, so these 2-point conversions are big. They'll line up in that shotgun formation. Hartnett back, Davis, the running back. Hartnett will try to keep it. He's got room, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion.
We got a tie game.
Tie ball game.
Whether you're rooting for the Bulldogs or rooting for the Redbirds, if you like football, this is the place to be tonight.
We knew it was going to be a battle. We knew it was going to be a four-quarter battle. So far it is 14-14 here with 8:09 left to go in the half. Hartnett's a playmaker. They do a keeper on that 2-pointer and nothing doing there for the defense, and they find the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Big play, though, set up by number 24. That's Mark Frederick, the sophomore. He found some space on the outside. He's a playmaker.
Well, we know early, even though he's a sophomore, he's ready. He's ready for varsity football, and he showed it there with a 46-yard run.
Yep, big play on the outside. You don't see that on our outside on the defense very often. He got busted out for a big touchdown. And we're all square, 14-14, 8:09 left to go. Q deep, Valiant deep. Cardinals in that 3-headed monster on their kickoff. You don't know where it's going to go. Are they going to go pooch kick? Are they going to go deep? It's going to be short, and it's going to be a flag.
Yeah, they got to cross the original line, I think. A little early.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys that set up the kick. I don't have 36 on my program, so I can't tell you who the heck that is kicking, Chad, but he's been the guy, the middle guy, number 36, has been the one to kick it, and he's been trying to kick it right in between Houchin and that second line.
Yeah, they don't want Val or Q getting that ball.
No, they don't want any part of that, so look for Houchin to make a play on this ball. Again, 3-headed monster in the kick formation. They kick it to the right side. Houchin pursues it. It goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. And Bulldogs will take over. 8:09 left to go. 14-14. We got a ball game here in this second round.
Now, that was short of the 35. So in this situation, does it just go to the 35?
I think you're right. I don't think they call a flag when it's...
Well, there was a flag, but he's only got a yard short of where the penalty should be. But no,
they did.
We're
You're
both
right.
wrong.
Yeah, that's pretty typical, Chad, but we're usually wrong.
Yeah. 39.5-yard line where the Bulldogs
40.
will take over.
Bulldogs need some plays on this drive.
A lot of talent to the Bulldogs side in a trips formation. Trey Peters, Valiant Walsh. Fake handoff. It is to Valiant Walsh. Cuts it to the inside. Hit hard at the 45 to the 46. They'll give him forward progress at the 46. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Really hard run by Valiant. He puts his head down, gets a head of steam going, gets 6 yards on that hard-earned screen play. We'll take it. 2nd and 4, 7:46 left to go. Bulldogs with actually they got 2 timeouts here now. Excuse me, they do have all 3 timeouts.
It, for the first time tonight, goes to Trey Peters. He's out of bounds at the 45-yard line, good enough for a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, look for Bulldogs to exploit that matchup, Chad. We talked about it pregame. I think they got a big mismatch with Trey Peters on the outside here.
Well, and they're giving him about 9 yards of cushion.
They're giving him a lot of cushion. And number 7, no offense, Avery Grebner.
Once again, they go to him.
They
still on his feet. 40, 35-yard line.
I'm telling you, Avery Grebner, the DB on this side, can't guard Trey Peters. He just can't. Trey Peters has too much on him.
And I believe that's the coach's son.
Okay, fair enough. Well, he needs to get a little taller, and that's not going to happen in this game. 7:25 left, 14-14. Bulldogs driving, 1st and 10. In that hurry up. Braden Garrett, the running back. Pump fake. He's looking to
They go deep for Peters. He is interfered heavily at the 10-yard line. There's no call.
Though. No call. You want to see Trey. Trey knew he was getting held there, so he kind of gave up on the play. You'd like to see Trey go ahead and pursue that ball and make that an interesting play. Trey thought he was going to get a penalty. They didn't call it. So we'll reset, 2nd and 10.
Braden Garrett set up in the backfield. Carter Selk in the H-back. It goes to Garrett. Off the right side. Little room, hit hard at about the 26-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And that should bring up 4th. Well, what about 2? 4th and about 2. And they stay in the hurry up.
It's 3rd down, Chatty.
Well, wrong again. 3rd and 2. Handoff goes to Garrett right up the middle.
Go, Braden. Cover that ball up. Braden Garrett with 2 back-to-back great runs for the sophomore. Puts his head down. You like to see that from the sophomore. 1st and 10, we're in that hurry up. We got him on our heels. 6:53 left to go. 1st and 10.
Goes out to Q Rogers on the outside. A little bubble. And he picks up about 9.
Great stiff arm by Q. He keeps that clock running. 6:39 left to go. Big play by the Bulldogs. Brings up 2nd and about 3.
Check that. Yeah, it took about 7 on that pickup.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
That's going to be an official timeout. Looks like a injured player potentially on the far side. I can't quite see that.
Looks like a Metamora player, Chad, is down. So with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Bulldog TV.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs!
Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
Diesel package. We're back. Bulldog football. Here we go. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Let's go. Q with it. He's picking his spots. It looks like he's going to fall forward. He's going to be close to that yard marker.
Yeah, they're going to give him a first down on that. He's down to about the 4-yard line of being a 1st and goal. 6:13 to go.
Let's go. Diesel package. Stay with it.
First half.
Diesel package in. Houchin gives it to Hauser. Straight ahead. In for
touchdown.
Bulldog touchdown. B. Hauser straight ahead. And we've got somebody down on the field, Chad, but he's going to be fine. He'll get up. That's a Bulldog touchdown. Brennan Hauser punches it in. Big play, 6:10 left. Bulldogs up 20-14. Kyle Walmer comes in for the point after. Okay, Chatty, we got a BG.
Is that a ball game?
Yes, sir. Dyer the hold. Walmer sets. The hold's good. The kick is up. The kick is perfect. Walmer stays perfect. Bulldogs 21. Metamora 14. 6:10 left.
We talked about this during the break. Granted, we were on mute, but Mahomet has got to find a way to force Metamora to throw that ball. I won't say that they're running, as they please, but they're doing very well at it. They come across Ben Wallace's left side, Ty Hodel.
Yep, that left side, Chad, has been a problem for us all night long so far. Ben Wallace, number 75. They're keying off of him. That's where they've had the big plays. Need to come up and support from that linebacker position, and those ends have to hold their spots.
Well, Bulldogs need to stop here. They get the ball to start the second half, 6:10 to go until halftime.
Yep, Bulldog defense needs a hold here, and by that I mean a stop.
Not holding.
No,
that's a penalty.
We don't want penalties.
Welcome to Bulldog TV. For just joining us, there's a pile of you out there. We appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Round 2, IHSA playoffs.
Last game of the night for 5A. Here's Walmer to kick. It's a great kick. It goes deep, and that's going to go into the end zone. That's trouble, Chad. He's going to field it. A lot of pursuit. What a great coverage by the Bulldogs. Pins him deep at the 5-yard line. Really great kick by Walmer. Sets that up. Schreier is beat up on that play. He's really slow to get up, Chad. Great coverage by that kickoff team. Sorry, I'm excited.
Well, you hate to see Schreier down, but if he doesn't touch that, it's going to roll into the end zone. I think he got a little nervous, picked it up, touched it, and Schreier's still down. Helmet is off at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, that could be a key
paying
injury.
Attention to his right ankle.
You know what, Chad, with that, let's take another break. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back here on Bulldog TV.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363.
Well, we're back. Schreier's does take a break on the sideline, and Metamora will set up at the 5-yard line, 1st and 10, 6:05 to go in the first half.
This is a key possession for the Bulldogs. If they can get a stop here, we can get another possession here before the half. Hartnett keeps it. Hartnett finds some room. He gets a nice little gain up the middle.
And once again, right off that left tackle, Ben Wallace.
Boy, they're riding Ben out, aren't they? 6'5", 300 senior Ben Wallace. What a load he is.
I don't care if you're athletic or not. If you're packing around 300 pounds, you can move some bodies around.
It's a lot of girth, Chad. A lot of girth there.
Well, with that, Caden Hartnett sets up in the backfield.
2nd and 2. That was
Davis to his left. Hartnett will keep it again.
Wallace again. They're riding him all the way. That'll move the sticks.
I don't mind the 2 and 3 yard pickups. Let him have that. The problem is when he bounces outside of Ben Wallace, he's a threat.
Well, and Chad, don't let him lull you to sleep. They're going to keep pounding that
awake.
left side.
I'm wide awake.
I know you are. They're going to keep pounding that left side, but you know they're going to cut back and they're going to pull that guard and come right at some point, maybe do a play action. So Bulldog defense got to be ready.
Noah Simmons.
Loading the box.
Oh, this is problem. That's going to be Davis with a big pickup of about 16 out to the 34, 35-yard line of Metamora.
Ben Wagner might have saved a touchdown there. He backtracks to get Cameron Davis down, and not before a first down. And they're moving the ball pretty easily here. Brings that up to the 35 where they'll take over 1st and 10. 5:10 left to go in the half. Bulldogs up 21-14. Second round.
No
play.
deep strikes for the Redbirds at this point in the game. 89 in the H-back. Cameron Davis gets the pick, and he will take it about a yard in off that left side. You got to think at some point the Bulldogs are going to stunt, bring a DB up, maybe blitz them on that outside.
Yeah, it's power against power. We got a great linebacking core. Brennan Hauser does a great job there getting that stop for just 1 yard. So you got to just keep shedding those blocks. Don't let them get to that second level. Do your job, make plays.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's got all kinds of room. Cuts to the inside at the 45. Again, still on his feet to the 35, 37-yard line. Still on his feet to the 30. Taken out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Huge pickup by Caden Hartnett. He rolls right to start, comes back across the entire defense, runs the sideline down for a huge pickup. 4:18 to go. Time is ticking. 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory.
You said it, Chad. Huge pickup. Caden Hartnett is an athlete, and he reads the field so well to cut that back over the middle and make a huge play for the Redbirds. Brings up 1st and 10 from their, let's call it 27-yard line.
And now they bring in Davis and Frederick in the backfield. Handoff does go to Frederick on the left side. Pickup of about 6. Out to about the 20. See where they spotted. Yeah, about at the 21, 22-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of positive gains on that left side, and then they come back with that right side. They'll come back again because that left side's been so good, so pay attention here on the cutback. Look for a Hartnett keeper here.
Same formation. Cassip goes in motion, sets to the other side. It does go to Frederick. On the left side, he's got all kinds of green. He will march it in for a Metamora touchdown. And this is going to go all the way, Danny.
Yep, good play again. Number 24 finds the outside. He's been great on the outside all night. He gets another handoff, bounces outside, punches it in. Touchdown. Redbirds, 3:39 left to go. 21-20 ball game. They'll go for 2. Again, they like to keep the ball in Hartnett's hands here. Keon Hartnett, number 8.
He does keep it. Follows his blocks to the outside and takes it in for a 2-point conversion. Or does he? Yeah, he does. And so with that, with 3:39 to go, Metamora jumps on top 22-21 over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hartnett, the playmaker, makes another play, puts them up 22-21. Still 3:39 left to go in this half. Bulldogs with plenty of time to punch it in for themselves, but give credit to the Redbirds. They have found a running game, and they are sticking to it, aren't they?
Well, we knew that was going to be a problem coming into this game. If you can force them into a passing game, that's where we really shine. With no disrespect to the box that plays for Mahomet, but they are just outsized in that box.
Yeah, we're going to make adjustments. Henry Turk, the D coordinator for the Bulldogs, he's spinning his wheels up, on the sideline. He's talking to the boys down there in the tent right now. They're going to make some adjustments. Let's get to half. Let's hope for a nice long drive. A scoring drive here would be big for the Bulldogs. Go into the half with an advantage, and then let's reset. We get the ball coming out of the half. Bulldogs get the ball now with 3:39 left to go, Chad. They've got all 3 timeouts left. Redbirds line up in that 3-headed kickoff. It'll be fielded by Houchin. Houchin straight ahead. He's got some room. He's got lots of room. He's not going to be touched. The 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. That's a Bulldog touchdown. Braden Houchin. Go ahead and kick it to me, B. Houch. Go ahead and kick it to me, B. Houch. Let's go, baby. Come on now.
Well, that play was designed to stay out of the hands of Valiant Walsh and Q Rogers, and it totally backfires on them right there. 3:28 to go. 6 seconds rolls off the clock. 27-22 Bulldogs. You got to believe they're going for 2 here, Dan, don't you?
I don't know, Chad.
Is that your belief? That's my belief.
It's a long game. We'll see what they come out in. They do come out in that diesel package, Chad. And the diesel package, of course, is Houchin. He's got to catch his breath. He's under center. Hauser, the running back. Valiant in motion. Fake to Valiant. They give to Q. Q gets it.
Got it.
And he gives it to the ref, and he gets 2 points, and the Bulldogs are up.
That's what you call a short-term volley.
29-22.
3:28 to go. The bad news is Redbirds get it back with 3:28 to go. Plenty of time the way they've been running. But a big answer by the Bulldogs, the special team.
Quick strike by the special team. Braden Houchin fields the ball. He finds some open room. He does the rest. The senior Houchin, he does a little bit of everything. Big play by Braden. Now we're going to ask our defense to make a stop.
You don't even have the heater on in here, and I'm sweating. I'm so
telling
excited.
you what, this is exciting. This is playoff football. This is what we like to see. All right, let's reset. Bulldogs 29, Metamora 22, 3:28 left. Metamora with 2 timeouts. Bulldogs have all 3. Kyle Walmer out to kick. He's been perfect tonight from the point after. Didn't need it last time. Quentin Rogers puts 2 points in. Puts Bulldogs up 7. 3:29 left. Call it 3:28. Walmer sets up to kick. Schreier back deep.
Walmer set the kick.
Schreyer's, back deep. The kick is deep. It's probably going to bounce, and it does. Schreyer's fields it. He's about the 15. He slips one tackle, but he's not going to slip that one.
Nothing doing.
D'Angelo Huey, always right where we need him to be. DeAndre Huey, again, with a huge special teams play. And the Redbirds will start things up right about the 19-yard line. Well, we need a stop here. If the Bulldog defense ever need a stop, it's right now. Reminder, Chad, we get the ball coming out of half, so a stop here would be good. We still have all 3 timeouts. There's still a threat. If we can get a 3 and out, we might have a chance to get the ball in our hands, but first things first, we got to stop the run.
And once again,
there goes
Hartnett will keep it, and he's off to the races.
Go get him, Jake.
Jake Waldinger trying to catch him. He won't do it, and he takes it into the end zone.
Wow.
For a huge run for Metamora. And this is a shootout at the OK Corral.
Boy, is it ever. They just
Holy
pounding,
smokes.
Pounding that left side, and they are finding room over that left side. Hartnett with a huge, huge play. Puts it in for a touchdown, a big one. 70-yard touchdown, give or take.
30 seconds have rolled off the clock, and 13 points have been thrown onto the board.
Goodness gracious, we've got a shootout.
I did that math in my head.
That's good math. Let's catch our breath. Still going to go for 2. 28-29. Bulldogs up 1 now. Look for Hartnett to keep it. They give it to Davis. Davis is going to be short.
It's short.
He's short. Big play by the Bulldog defense.
Big stop by the Bulldogs.
Those matter, Chad, in this shootout. Those matter. Bulldogs keep a 1-point lead. 3:09 left. They got 3 timeouts. Boy, we've got to stop that left side. We got to adjust to that. I know Henry Turek's thinking about how he's going to adjust at halftime. He'll bring the boys in to the tent, and they're going to talk about it. They'll regroup. Bulldog offense stepping up tonight. So far put up 29 points. They need all 29. They're up 1. Plenty of time left. 3:09 left to go. Bulldogs with 3 timeouts. Playoff football. We knew this was going to be a battle, and it is a battle. The crowd is excited, both sides. We've got a good old-fashioned BG.
Well, here's what I like about it, Dan. There's been a lot of questions about, hey, has Mahomet played anyone that's any good? Can they withstand the pressure of a Metamora? They're hanging in right with them.
It's back and forth. It's back and forth tonight. We knew
seesaw.
Metamora was going to give us a lot of trouble, and they have stepped up to that expectation.
Teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter. Well, now they know Houchin's a threat. Chad, interesting enough, they bring up Q to that second level and Valiant to the second level, trying to press and make folks adjust, and they kick it shallow.
Oh, they got it. Onside kick recovered at the 45. Metamora has the ball.
Yep.
3:09 to go.
Great play call by the Redbirds. They knew they couldn't kick it to shallow Q or Valiant, so they went with the onside kick, and they recover it. Bulldog defense being asked to make a stand here. 3:09 left. 2 timeouts for the Redbirds. Good kick by the kicker.
Well, if you're just tuning in and you like football, you're in the right place.
You're in the right spot tonight. Frank Dutton Field, back and forth. Here we go, playoff football.
Come back out with the dual running back set. Cameron Davis, Mark Frederick. Cassip goes in motion. It hands off to Frederick, and he picks up. Oh, there's a late flag from deep in Mahomet territory.
Well, they keyed on Frederick that time because Frederick likes to bounce it outside. It's going to be a holding on the offense, Chad. That'll set him back. Bulldogs did a nice job of filling the gaps that time. The limit Frederick. He's been a threat on the outside all night long. Everybody did their job there, but there was a hold. That'll march them back. 3:03 left to go. They got 2 timeouts. We've got 3. We're up 1. They've got some work to do now. This is where we like to have them.
If you're Metamora, do you start throwing the ball here?
I don't think you do yet. They've had so much success with the run, Chad. I don't know that they give up on that run just yet. They've been having some huge, wide open running plays over that left-hand side. Let's see if we can adjust. We need big plays here from Donnie Lewis. We need that linebacking core to step up. Nick Golden's due for a big play. They show blitz here.
It's a fake handoff. Hartner will keep it and gets a short pickup on that play.
Yeah, good play by that Bulldog defense. They spotted Hartnett on that one. Mateo Casillas dives in, gets him down, brings up second, and call it 19 for the Bulldogs, or the Redbirds, excuse me.
Simmons all his own. 2 running back set. It's a handoff to Frederick, and he picks up another 2. That'll bring up 3rd and very long for the Redbirds. Time's ticking, 2 minutes to go until half.
Yeah, this sets up for a big play for our defense. 3rd and long. They've got to be ready for play action. They got to look for a keeper from Hartnett. Hartnett's the playmaker, along with Davis and along with number 24. He's been a problem all night, and that's Mark Frederick. So look for those playmakers. Big play here, 1:40 left. Bulldogs with all 3 timeouts. They can get a stop here. We might have a chance to get that ball back. Clock's ticking, though, Chad. 1:30, and it's ticking.
Tight end to the left, single receiver side. It's a rollout, pressure. He does so. Intercepted by the Bulldogs.
That's
Picked
Hauser.
up. Hauser's got it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs
1:19 to
step
go.
up. Great coverage on the outside by Jake. Brennan Hauser with a huge pick on the flats. Does a great job of getting that ball back. 1:19 left. Bulldogs with all 3 timeouts.
I think there is a flag on the field.
Well, there is a flag. Let's see what we got going here.
Well, if you'd give it to us, we'd tell you what it is. It is a holding on the defense.
Okay, well, let's see where that puts us here.
That should be spot of the foul, isn't it?
Was it the hold after the pick? It is, Chad. The hold was after the pick. That means our offense will keep the ball. It just means we won't be where we want it to be. We'll start at the 38-yard line. No harm, no foul there. We'll take over. 3 timeouts, 1:19 left. Let's see if the Bulldogs can run the clock out and end with a score. Wyatt Baum, the senior, will lead our offense for this drive with 1:19 left to go.
Q Rogers, Braden Pagel to the far side. Heavy pressure. Your pocket collapses. He is sacked at the 28-yard line. You'd think they'd take a timeout here, but they do not do that. Time's ticking, 1:07 to go.
Easy. Yeah, great play by the Redbirds. They showed a lot of pressure.
They brought the house.
They brought the house. They punched through that line, got Wyatt down. 2nd and now 20. Clock's ticking, 55 seconds left to go in the half.
Redbirds now go to a 2 safety set.
I think Coach Atkins
playing a wide 4-3
is happy to let this clock run a little bit, Chad. Reset things at halftime. 41 seconds, and it's ticking. He's going to take his time. Play clock's at 7. He's probably going to call a timeout here, Chad, with 4, 3.
Yeah, right next to the ref.
2.
And he does.
Yep. I like that. 31 seconds left. Let's reset. Long yard down in distance here with 2nd and 20. I think a positive play there changes our game plan.
Yeah. In either case, they stopped the Redbirds with a big interception
Oh yeah, they had the momentum. They had old Mo on their side, and we got the momentum back. And that's what counts. Mo was on their side, but Mo's now on our side.
Well, Baum's going to set up with Garrett behind him. Trip set, Pagel, Johnson, Trey Peters to the far side.
Well, Cotton Eye Joe's running, so that's a good sign for the Bulldogs.
Oh,
Chad,
I feel like I get my dance shoes on.
You got to think the key here is just take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Just take care of the ball. Let's get to halftime. Let's make our adjustments. Our coaches are good at making adjustments at halftime.
No deep safety set. They're playing man. Leads me to believe they're going to bring the house. It is to Valiant Walsh. Cuts to the inside, gets across to 35 to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he gets
21 seconds to go. Time's ticking.
He gets 10 yards back. Coach Atkins is content letting this clock run out. And it looks like he's going to take this into halftime. We got a halftime show coming up. We got Chris Roberts. He's set to get Coach Atkins' comment on the way to halftime. We'll have the Chris Roberts halftime show. We got playoff football. Bulldogs up 29-28. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Bulldog TV.
Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs!
Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs!
Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
Passing 11 of 12, 102 yards for the Dogs. 0 for 3, 0 yards passing for the Redbirds. Total yards, 207 for the Dogs, 332 for the Redbirds. Third down conversions, 2 for 5 for Mahomet-Seymour, 2 for 4 for the Redbirds. Turnovers, 1 apiece for each team. Penalties, only 2 for 15 for the Dogs and 3 for 19 for the Redbirds. Time of possession, sort of close here, 11:30 for the Bulldogs and 12:26 for the Redbirds.
So exactly what you'd expect in a 29-28 game, Chris.
Wow.
Obviously the key for them being those rushing yards. We've got to find a way to stop that left side.
Stop the running back and the quarterback.
Their quarterback's a playmaker. They've been running off that big tackle, that 300-pounder Wallace. They've been running right behind him. They've had a lot of success. But give the Bulldog offense credit. We've answered the call.
Exactly.
Big play on special teams by Houchin. Kyle Walmer doing his thing. We've been converting the 2-point with Q when we need it. Q making plays. Look for the Bulldogs to settle things down, right? Coaches are going to make some adjustments at halftime.
They will. They're going to do that. I think that they will settle things down, and we sneak away with their victory. I think it's still maybe tight in the second half, but we're going to pull this off.
It's second round. You never know what's going to happen.
No,
playoff football.
What a great! It's been a great. For us, it's a tight game, but it's been a fun.
It's been back and forth. It's been a shootout.
Yes, it has.
Been a shootout.
And the weather's cooperated. The winds died down a little bit. That's
you look at the flag. The flag is calm. That's good for Wyatt and that offense. It's good for Bulldog football.
Yes. So
what do you think? Predictions on the second half?
Boy, I still think the Bulldogs, they're going to come out making adjustments, and they pull away. And I'm going to say the Bulldogs, pull this one out.
Take care of business?
Take care of business. We're moving on to, it sounds like Morris.
Sounds like Morris.
But I think that's what the plan is.
The winner of this game will take on Morris next week. But we got to get through.
We got to get through. We got to take this, get the second half done and go from there. So.
Yep, Chris Roberts, you've been with us all season.
It's been a great ride. The ride's not over yet.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
Well, let's
take this show on the road.
You got that right. And I heard earlier, I guess the congratulations to the Mahomet girls swimming team. They finished third, I think, in sectionals today. So hats off to them. So,
wonderful. Good shout out to the Mahomet swimmers.
And all great sports. All teams have been doing a great job. And I guess Mr. John Atkins, does some coaching for the 7th grade basketball team, and they got the Bulldog invite. So hats off to
their season.
So this is great stuff in Bulldog athletics. So.
You got it. Hey, you had a halftime interview with Coach Atkins. Let's go ahead and take it to the halftime show.
Sounds good.
Here in a second, Ryan's he's getting that ready for us with 4:30 left. Of course, we'll reset and have another 3 minutes. So we got about 7 minutes left till we kick things off. Bulldogs will take it over. They'll receive the kick, and that's a good thing.
That's a key,
That's a good thing.
So to attack that defense against Metamora and try to punch in another touchdown and just melt some clock and score at the same time.
You got it.
This crowd's little. We're going to be all right. We're going
to. Crowd's ready to get excited.
They're not used to this, with the score being. But we're going to be all right.
We'll be all right. Fine. Good playoff football action. That's what we expect in the playoffs.
And they've got.
We knew this was going to be a heated matchup in a 4-quarter war.
Yeah.
So
because once you get closer to each
round, you get a little bit tougher, and that road to Memorial Stadium gets a little harder with each way. So.
I know it's one game at a time, but just like Memorial. Let's say one game at a time again. So
we got a lot. We got a handful on us tonight.
We got to take care of business here.
Those Redbirds they came to play.
They brought a good crowd too. So
they did. They're full over there. So good action.
Yeah. Well, thanks to all you guys again. What a season it's been. It's been a lot of fun, and hope we get to another home game here.
Absolutely.
Before it's all said and done.
Absolutely. Hey, Ryan, why don't we take a quick break? We'll be right back with Coach Atkins' interview and Chris Roberts' halftime show.
Okay. All right, Coach, your thoughts on that wild first half?
Wild it was, but I've told the kids all week I knew it was going to be a 4-quarter war. We made some adjustments and finally figured it out. I'm a little frustrated about that, but you saw once the kids understood what the adjustment was, we were able to make a stop there at the end, that 2-point conversion stop was huge. We get the ball to start the second half. Let's get it. Let's build a great drive. Come out on top, and let's continue to get some stops defensively, and we'll be just fine.
Sounds good. Go get him, Coach. All right, let's go back to the booth with Dan and Chad.
Welcome back to Frank Dutton Field. Second half set to kick off here. 29-28 Bulldogs on top by a slim margin. They are set to receive this one. And a switch to the backfield. Metamora set to kick off. There's a pooch kick. Picked up at the 25-yard line to the 30, 35. He's got room. He's got space. He's going to take it to the house. 25.
10.
Marching in for a touchdown.
Oh, what a start for the Bulldogs.
Get it going, boys.
Go ahead and kick to Donnie Lewis. Go ahead and kick to him. Come
Second
on.
one.
To that second level.
Holy Moses.
2 for 2. Donnie Lewis.
I went
up
from
huge.
heart attack to sweats.
Holy cow, I got it just at the right time. Wow.
11 seconds off the clock. Bulldogs on top, 35-28.
Well, that sets the tone, doesn't it? I'm out of
And
breath.
I wish the game would end here because then that would mean I would win the score. But I don't think it's going to.
Well, let me tell you.
Holy
I'm out
mother.
of breath watching Donnie run that one.
Well,
what a good play by Donovan Lewis. Hey, they keep going to that second level, and we keep making them pay, Chad. Walmer comes out. Excuse me, Chad, we're going to go for 2. Diesel package. Houch under center. They give it to Q. They've been good from
wow, there's a whistle early. It's going to be a false start against the Bulldogs.
Okay, let's reset.
Everyone got a little nervous on that.
Let's take a deep breath. What a play by Donovan Lewis to start that second half. Wow.
Well, they try to keep it out of Val and Q's hands for the second time tonight. They regret it.
Well, yeah. You know, when you got playmakers out there, there's not a lot of gaps. You got a lot of threats. You want to kick it to Q, you want to kick it to Valiant, you want to kick it to Houchin, you want to kick it to Donnie. They're going to make plays.
And with that, Diesel comes out. Bomb comes into the set.
Yeah, Bulldogs trying to go up. They're up 7 now, Chad. They're going to try to go up 9 if they can convert here.
Q Rogers all alone. The safety will cheat to his side. Dyer, Peters, Valiant, Walsh. Bomb set back. Looking for Q. Has him. And it's short.
Good defense.
Well, with that, they are on top by 7. 11:49 to go in the third.
Yeah, good play call. They got Q in space, but Q was double teamed. Q tried to reach for that goal line. He just came up short for the 2-point conversion. But Donovan Lewis does his job on special teams. That DB also playing the second line, up back position on the kick return. Just like Houchin, he gets that ball. He finds space, takes it to the house. Good start for the Bulldogs here in this third quarter. We have got a shootout here at Frank Dutton Field. And onwards and upwards we go. Look for DeAndre Huey. He's been there all night, number 16, along with Javon Irwin, 32, Nick Golden, Ethan Esker. Those are the playmakers on our kick team. Kyle Walmer sets things up to kick on this beautiful night. The wind has calmed down very nicely. Third quarter action. Schreyer's back to receive. Walmer with the deep kick. It'll go to Schreyer's off a bounce. Schreyer's fields it as his shoestrings. He picks up 5, call it 10. Good coverage by Majors and others on the kick team. Chad, obviously the key to this second half, I'm still catching my breath. I had to run back from the bathroom. There was lines at the bathroom.
Well, you're Bulldog TV. You should have gone to the front of the line.
Well, I didn't have my pass out.
Well, I think what you're trying to say, the key is Bulldogs have to stop this running game. They ripped off 330 yards in the first half, which is astounding.
You got to adjust to that left side. You got to stack that left side over Wallace, and that's where they start.
Handoff goes to Davis off the left tackle once again. He'll pick up 3 or 4 on that, bring up second down for the Redbirds.
Of course, we're vulnerable tonight on that left side. You got to think Henry Turek and the Bulldog coaching staff is going to make some adjustments. See if we can't cut that play off. They do on that play. They held them to 4. Still a good gain, though, over the left side. Frederick, of course, been big all night. number 24, along with Davis. Hartnett with a couple huge plays as well.
Hartnett with the snap. He's going to be a quarterback keeper off the right side, pursued by the Bulldogs. There's a flag on the play. That came pretty quick. You got to think that's going to be a holding.
Yeah, I think they were holding Jack Gallier, 53. 53, Jack Gallier got through the backfield. It looked like he got held. And we'll see what they call it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, good pursuit by the junior all-stater, academic all-state, Jack Gallier, getting in the backfield and made it hard on the Redbirds, and Redbirds held him, and they'll march it back. Good start for the defense, and that'll bring up second and about 16 for that Bulldog defense. Again, left side is the key to this second half. Let's shore that up. See if the Bulldogs make some adjustments. And as we say that, you see the Bulldog defense waiting to get set. Jake will go out to the far side. One-on-one matchup on him. And Frederick is in at running back. They give it to Frederick, and he's stopped. Big pursuit play by Brennan Hauser from the linebacking position. Read that play all the way, comes up, makes a stop. Brings up a big third down. The gongs are out. Early in this third quarter, you'd like to see the Bulldogs make a play here. Redbirds with long down and distance, 3rd and 16. Not a lot of wind. They've got passing as an option. Look for Hartnett to keep it. A lot of playmakers on the field for them. Obviously, you got to worry about Davis, number 4. You got to worry about number 24, Frederick, going over that left side, that 300-pound Wallace.
Empty backfield. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to be hit
there
for the first
go.
time tonight.
Mateo.
Behind the line of scrimmage, that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down for that Bulldog defense. A big stand here in that third quarter. Mateo Casillas, the all-state wrestler, comes in there, makes a big play on that right end position. Hartnett tried to keep it, and they stopped him that time. 9:30 left to go, 4th down. They got a punt to either Q or Adam Dyer. Adam Dyer set back deep. Q's deep. Dyer sets up about the 40-yard line. The snap is a good one. The punt is up, and it's deep. It's going to go to Q. Q's going to have a chance to field it. And he just gets his knee down as he fields that, but the point is he does field it, and the Bulldogs take over on offense.
Bulldogs take over. Hey, if you're just turning in tonight or just after half, a lot of you on Bulldog TV. Appreciate you joining us. Hey, we try to be respectful to everyone here. Keep it clean on the chats, otherwise the people that run this place are going to shut it down for us. With that, have fun. You know, everyone just have fun.
Everybody have a good time. And let's thank our sponsors. We really thank our sponsors for supporting Bulldog TV. Shout out to Simon Anderson for all that he does to make this happen. Bulldogs take over, 1st down.
Fake handoff. It goes to Q Rogers. Good enough for about – he's still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds close to the 1st down marker.
Quentin Rogers showing what he's made of. He shakes one tackle, sheds him with a stiff arm, battles forward, and he gets that 1st down. Big play by Q. He was stopped short, but he earned it.
Yeah, and you got Trey Peters and Valiant Walsh stacked up to the opposite side. Handoff goes up the middle to Garrett, and that should be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a 2nd down play, Chad. I misspoke there, which I do often.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But now it's 1st and 10. Thanks for the support, Chad.
I'm always trying to pick you up, Dan.
Yeah.
Encouragement is the line of business I'm in.
You picking up what I'm putting out?
I am.
All right, that's all that matters. Well, playoff football, Chad. We knew it was going to be a 4-quarter battle. Long way to go here. 8:38 left to go in the 3rd.
Loaded backfield for the Bulldogs. Long count by Baum. Handoff goes inside to Garrett, and he's hit right in the backfield. Loss of 1 or 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down.
Andrew Hansen coming up for the Redbirds. He came up from that linebacking spot, made a great play for them. Brings up a tackle for loss. That'll be 2nd and about 11. Loss of 1 on the play. Garrett didn't find any room there. Nothing going on the run game. We missed Luke, obviously. We'll have him back hopefully next week.
Safety again cheats over to Q Rogers' side. Fake handoff. They go to Rogers on a quick slant. Still on his feet across the 30 to the 26-yard line. Good enough for another Bulldog first down.
They're trying to double team Q, but you still can't tackle him. When he gets the ball in space, he's going to fall forward for 3 or 4. He does that. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. They're moving Q all over the field tonight.
And now he comes to the trip set with Peters and Valiant Walsh. Another quick inside bubble.
He stays on his feet.
Q Rogers, he slips and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and he is down holding his wrist.
They've been using Q all over the field. He might need a little breather here as he comes up a little hobbly. Looks like he's holding his thigh. Yeah, maybe a stinger. He's going to shake it off. He'll take one play off. Pega will come in to spot him. He'll take a quick breather. He looks like he's going to be okay. He'll get checked out by Chris over here on the sideline. Looks like he's taking a look at his knee, maybe his wrist. I can't quite tell.
Hand off to Braden Garrett. Finds room
got
off the
space.
left-hand side. He's
Go
on his
B!
feet. He's going to march it in for a Bulldog touchdown.
BG, the sophomore, finds room. He does the rest. Bulldog touchdown.
Just when you say we're missing Luke Johnson, which we do, Braden Garrett rips off a huge run for a Bulldog touchdown.
Way to step up, Braden Garrett. He finds some space. Give credit to that O-line with some big blocks. Opens up a lane for Braden Garrett. Braden sees the end zone, and he finds it for a Bulldog touchdown. Good start to this second half.
Barring an extra point, that'll be 14 points here in the third quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they'll bring out the kick team. Check that, Chad. They're going to bring out the diesel package. We're going for 2.
Yeah, I think you have to go for 2 here. You know that Metamora is always going to go for 2. You want that extra point if you can get it.
Yeah, and look, they give it to Hauser. He falls forward. He doesn't get it. He comes short. So good stop by the Redbirds on the 2-point conversion. 41-28, though. Bulldog answer this second half, and school songs playing. Cheerleaders are cheering. Flags flying. Shirts are off. Bulldog football, Frank Dutton Field, is lit, as the kids say.
Hey, Dan, did you know that the football team, referring to the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
They've got nicknames for each other. Did you know that?
I've heard a rumor. Our social media manager, Addie Collins, is giving us a leg up on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of those in a little bit.
Well, we'll talk about them, won't we? As they make plays, maybe we'll throw a little of those nicknames out there for the fans.
And I also learned of a saying that they have when, they're up a little bit. You know what they do?
That's tough.
Yep. You're mad.
Oh!
Yeah, I guess they're referring to the other team. I don't know. 41-28, Mahomet set to kick off.
Walmer's got it. He kicks it to Schreyer's. Schreyer's been back all night. Looks like we got
I think we might have crossed the line early.
Yeah, we do. We'll step this one off. We'll reset. Kyle Walmer's been perfect all night. The senior, the kicker, he's been kicking off some deep kicks as well, doing his job like he does. Schreier back deep for the Redbirds. Metamora comes in here at 7-3, just 3 losses, all good ones. Peoria, Washington, and Pekin. Their 3 losses. Of course, they hung 68 last week on a Jacksonville team that we played last year. Here's Walmer to kick. Another good kick from Walmer. Schreyers fields it. He's going to go up the left side, cuts it back to the center. Nothing, no room. Another good stop by that Bulldog kickoff team. Surrounds Schreyers, brings them down at the 25. That's where they'll take over, and that's where that orange defense will come out and see if they can't get another Orange Crush stop.
Here's something that I think is quite interesting.
Talk
For
to
as
me, Chad.
much as
Talk to me, Chad.
Metamora has been running, they're extremely disciplined in terms of penalties. 19 yards in penalties for as many yards as they've been throwing up. They're not holding.
Nope.
Well, 2 to speak of, but
No,
let's see what they
they've been-
do here with Caden Hartnett setting up. It's going to be Hartnett keeper. Follows his block to the left. He slips and picks up 2 or 3 on that, about to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, again,
of the Bulldogs.
Hartnett just takes his time. He picks his spots.
Extremely patient.
Looks like it should have been a no-gainer. Somehow finds 2 or 3 yards. He's a really smart quarterback, and he's got a great eye for the field, and he's always getting positive gains. Good defense, though, by the Bulldogs. Again, look for them to keep trying to establish that run. They've had 300-plus yards offensively rushing. They're not going to give up on that run.
Davis and Frederick, and he is hit hard.
Good
Can't even
play.
tell who got that.
Well,
Gets it out to the 32-yard line. Yeah, that's
Yancey.
going to be Frederick.
Ryan Yancey shot the gap there. The nose comes in there, the senior with a big play. Ryan Yancey comes up, makes a huge play, but not after a couple yards. 3rd and 5. Bulldog defense getting tested again here, getting them in third down territory. Need another stop. 5:47 left to go in this third quarter. Cale Schweihart helped finish that runoff. Watch for play action here.
Davis all along, wingback set. Quarterback keeper on the along the left side, and he gets it up for the first down out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
It's tough to stop that keeper run over the left side. He gets blockers. He gets ahead of steam. And Hartnett, when he finds some space, he's obviously getting positive yards. Picks up 5 or 6, good enough for a first down. Bulldogs getting tested here. They haven't had to play 4 quarters all year.
Yeah, you know who we haven't seen much of tonight is Nate Bartman or Noah Simmons. They've just not had the chance or the opportunity to pass. Handoff goes to Frederick around the left side. Still on his feet across the 50-yard line to about the 49 into Bulldog territory.
Yeah, Frederick's been a problem for us all night on that left side. They give him to the outside. He likes to bounce it outside. He always gets positive yards. We got to shut that down. 2nd and 3 for the Redbirds. 4:46 left to go. Clock's ticking, 41-28 in this third quarter. Playoff action, 5A football. At its best, the give is to Frederick again. He finds the left side again. He's stopped, though, short. Brennan Hauser comes up, makes a huge stop along with Dayton Eisenman. He's going to be right at the stick. It is a first down.
Well, with that, 4:24 to go. Showing a little momentum here as we round out the third quarter.
They're committed to the run, Chad. They've been having positive gains. We need to find a way to get a tackle for loss, see if we can't get in their backfield. Don't get lulled to sleep here on the outside.
Hartnett, the keeper, along the left side. And he gets about 2.
Great play.
And the Bulldogs snap him down right there.
Yeah, Dayton Eisenman hung in there. He got a hold of his jersey and hung on, waited for help. Brennan Hauser, along with Donnie Lewis, come up to make a big play. That's the tackle for loss we needed. They actually gained 1.
Is that a tackle for loss if you gain 1?
No, it's not, Chad.
No, I didn't know.
Thanks for correcting me.
Mm-hmm.
But in a game where they're gashing us for 3-4 yards, we'll take a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 3:40 left.
Don't take your eyes off of Tyler Kassab. They're tied in. Handoff does go to Davis. Now cuts around the right side, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he picks up 1. It looks like he will. Bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, they try that right side. It hadn't been there all night. We've been doing a good job on the right side, dominating that side of the field, but the left side's been the weakness. Look for Hartnett here to keep the ball, or Frederick has been a threat on that left side, on the outside. Let's get a stop here. Jack
All the
Gallier
fans on their
asking
feet.
the fans to give him a little love here.
Hartnett all alone.
He'll keep it.
He will keep it. He will
Yes,
not get
sir.
the first down pickup of 1 or 2. Oh, little gum flapping there by Ben Wagner.
Nick Golden, too, sniffed it out. The linebacking core totally all over that one. They knew Caden was probably going to get that ball. Brings up a big 4th down play. You got to believe Metamora is probably going for it here. They're at their 42-yard line. They need 6 yards to gain.
What if I don't believe it?
I got to believe they're in sketchy territory, Chad. If they don't get a first down here, it could be a different ballgame.
Well, now Davis sets up to the right of Hartnett. 2 receiver set. It's a pass. Penalties come quick, and he is sacked.
Ben Wagner, there is a penalty on the play. But Wagner flies through there for a sack, but there is a penalty. Let's see what it is.
That came really close to the snap.
What's it going to be, Chetty?
Dead ball, false start.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
That'll bring up 4th and 11.
Brennan Hauser firing that defense up right now. He is fired up. Ben Wagner coming through there, applying all kinds of pressure. So now we're at 4th and 10. Now they got to think about it, Chad. Are they going to go for it here? Ball spotted at their 47. This is a big decision for that Redbird coach. What are they going to do?
Hartnett comes out.
Big play here coming up for the defense. Bulldog defense ready to go. Redbird set up with Hartnett. Back deep. You got it, Chad.
Handoff goes. It's a double reverse. Right up the gut. He's got all kinds of room and pummeled at not before he gets the first down.
It's close. It's going to be right at the marker.
I think he's going to get that.
It's right at the marker. Let's see where they spot it.
Well, it was a handoff to Davis, and I don't know if it was Tyler Cassip that got it, but the H-back just went the other way.
What do we got going on here? They're going to have to measure that, I think. It is right at the marker. They're going to have to measure this one.
I'm going to go ahead and just verbally give it to him.
Yeah, it's going to be really close.
Waving the players off so they can just do that.
Here we go. Here comes the spot. Shout out to that chain game. Brian Metzger, Todd Metzger, Sean Widener, Toby Willard.
And it is a first down.
Boy, they just did get it by the point of the ball.
By the hair on their chinny chin chin.
Oh, boy. They'll keep it moving. 140 left, 41-28. Big play by the Redbirds to move the sticks. They'll keep the ball in their possession. 1st and 10, Redbirds. Boy, that was right there.
Well, if the football was just a little shorter, they wouldn't have had that first down.
Well, a little Goldilocks reference doesn't hurt anybody.
No. Hartnett will keep it off the left side. And he's
Wagner! Ben
Loss
Wagner
of 3.
with that big left bear paw just grabs him and wrangles him down. That is a hard play to make.
Here's what we're seeing in the second half. They're shooting the linebackers up where they weren't in the first and giving them heavy pressure before he's allowed to bounce that out to the outside. 1:07 to go in the third. This one's ticking quick.
Henry Turek making a great adjustment, sending the linebackers up. You got to believe they're going to try to do something different. 2nd and 13. We're running down to the end of the third here.
Hartnett keeps it again. And I can't even tell where he's at, but not much. Pick up maybe 1 or 2.
Brennan Hauser just loves playing defense right now. He comes up, makes a big play. They only gain 1. Brings up another big third down. 35 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Wind's not a factor.
And the crowd on their feet getting loud.
Let's hear it for the Bulldogs. Hey, rush up to the line, Chad. Here we go.
Noah Simmons, Nate Bartman set up. 2 receivers set to the far side. Handoff goes to Davis on the left side. Still on his feet, not good enough for the first, maybe 2 yards short, would have bring up 4th down.
Yep, and they're definitely going for it. We're in 4-down territory, and we're up 41-28.
Into the third quarter, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you.
At D1 Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project.
Back here as we start the fourth quarter, 41 Bulldogs, 28 Metamora Redbirds. 4th and 3.
Giving us
They're going to go for it.
We can handle. Of course, they are probably going to look at that left side, Chad. They get that big tight end. They actually switched the big boy to the right side. Look for the right side.
Oh, he did.
Houchin.
Yeah, Ben Wallace switched over.
Yep, look for a right side keeper from Hartnett.
And that's exactly what they'll do. He will get the first down out about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that coming all the way. They switched Wallace over that right side. When they put Wallace, the 300-pounder, on the right side, you got to believe they're going to follow him. They did it. Hartnett, the playmaker, makes a play. 1st and 10. Redbirds down by 13. You got to imagine that these constant tackles on Hartnett have to start wearing him down a little bit.
Well, once again, Wallace does line up to the right side. And once again, it goes to Davis off the right side. He's got a pickup of 6 or 7. And Wallace tries to drag him a little bit forward. Doesn't get much more out of that. It'll bring up 2nd down for the Redbirds.
Another good gain by the Redbirds. Brings up 2nd and 5. Ball spotted right at that 20-yard line. Not quite in the red zone, but they're knocking on the door.
2nd and 4 from the 20. Hartnett will keep it off the left side this time, and he's met in the backfield.
There we go. Donnie Lewis.
Donnie Lewis.
Number 10, the junior, comes up from that rover position. He sees Hartnett keep it. He comes, meets him in the backfield for a good tackle. Short gain, maybe gets right back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 4. Definitely in 4-down territory here. 10:37 left to go in the 4th quarter. Bulldog defense getting tested all night long. Look where they line up Wallace here, Chad. He'll come to the left side on this play.
Davis in the backfield with Hartnett.
Watch for a left side action.
Switches to the left side. It's a fake handoff. Pressure. Hartnett rolls back all kinds of time. Lets one rip down the center. Picked off in the end zone by the Bulldogs.
His 2nd pick. Brennan Hauser with pick number 2. He says, give me that ball. Let's take it to the 20. Here we go.
Holy cow.
Great coverage. All kinds of time for Hartnett, but the defensive backs, the linebackers in great coverage. Brennan Hauser with his 2nd turnover of the night gets another pick. He's been all over the field. Old B House with a huge play. The senior gets the pick. Run it back.
Hartnett with all kinds of time rolls back and has a guy deep in the back of the end zone. If he doesn't pick that off, it's probably a touchdown.
Brez read that play and give credit to those defensive backs. I know I'm partial to him, Chad, but he had a lot of time. They had to stick with their guy all long time. And Hauser dropped back in coverage and made a heck of a play, his 2nd pick of the night. And it's a game-changing moment here with 10:08 to go in this game. Bulldogs up 41-28.
And so they'll take over from their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10, 41-28, 10 minutes to go in this 4th quarter.
Valiant is on our near side, Chad. Trey Peters on the far side and one-on-one.
Garrett sets up to the right of Wyatt Baum. And it's a handoff to Garrett. He's right up the field. He's to the 45.
Get a block.
45 midfield. 30. Still on his feet. Down to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Go. Game-changing play by BG. He gets a great lane from that offensive line, and we're going hurry up. Let's keep the pressure on. Here we go. Defense in disarray. Wyatt in the shotgun.
Handoff again goes to Garrett, and he's hitting the backfield. Loss of
give Braden
about 1. He's a little gassed after that one.
He's gassed. Give Braden Garrett a lot of credit for stepping up in this ball game in the absence of LJ. But moreover, let's give that offensive line some credit. Them big boys open up that lane for a big gash. 2nd and 10. Bulldogs threatening right at the 20. Wyatt looking over the sideline, looking for a mismatch here.
Redbird showing blitz, comes off of it. Snap goes to Baum, handoff again to Garrett, right up the middle.
Covered
a little
up.
more room. There's a flag comes out. That's got to be a holding. Threw it right at the feet of the offensive lineman.
Yeah, I think we got caught with a hold there. Might have been Selke that grabbed somebody there. I couldn't quite tell. Number 6, I think. Just kind of got a little hold there, so they'll reset things. Chad, we're in that territory here. We're knocking on the red zone door. We'll march it back a little bit, but it's nice to have Walmer as a threat in these kind of situations.
No matter what, you have to walk away with a point, the 3 or 7. You've got to walk away with something on the scoreboard after this one.
And that flag is on the defense, Chad, so we'll march it off. It's a face mask.
Whoa.
So a big break for the Bulldogs, and the diesel package comes out with 9:05 left to go in this game.
So does Ben Wallace, the big 300-pounder, now coming to the line.
Interesting matchup. They bring in Wallace to match up against our big boy diesel package, but Atkins sees it, and he brings Wyatt back out. So the diesel off, back in the normal formation. That's with Wyatt Baum, the senior, in the shotgun.
Atkins doesn't like something.
Yeah, we ran out of...
And I think he calls a timeout with just a smidge to go. We'll be right back after this Bulldog break.
The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs.
Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment today.
Now we're back still in timeout. Bulldogs took one as the clock was running down. 8:40 to go.
Hey, Chad, it's safe to say nobody has left Frank Dutton Field.
No. Well, you haven't. I haven't.
I'm pretty sure everybody's still here. Shout out to all y'all watching at home. We're glad that you're watching Bulldog playoff football. We've been tested. This is our first 4-quarter game. We're in the 4th. It's 8:40 left. Bulldogs knocking on the door now. In that diesel package, they come back out. Houchin under center. Hauser, the running back. Nick Golden in there at the H-back. It's a fake pitch. Houchin keeps it. Nothing doing there. Good play by, I don't think he was ever down, but they called him down.
Well, it looked like he rolled right over the back of the guy.
He actually did, but they called it dead. Dalton Shuda, we've been calling his name tonight for the Redbirds, comes up there and gets Houchin. I don't know that Houchin was ever down, but they whistled it dead. We'll call it in the grasp.
Do what?
Thing?
Do what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
On the grass?
On the grass. First and goal from about the 8-yard line.
Second and goal, Chatty.
Second and goal is correct, Dan. Thanks for playing tonight.
You're welcome. Hauser keeps it. Nothing doing there.
You got to believe Baum's going to come back out for this one.
Yeah, brings up 3rd and about 8. 3rd and goal from the 8. Let's see what Bulldogs decide to do. Houchin comes over to get a play call from Coach Atkins. And Atkins will decide to bring in the senior quarterback. He's a threat, obviously, to throw here. 7:33, the clock's ticking. 3 timeouts, both sides. Big 3rd down play. This could be a huge score if we can get it. Remember, we got Walmer that can put one in from here, too.
Playing extremely tight on the outsides is the Redbirds. Baum, empty backfield. And there's a timeout.
Yeah, Atkins
charge to the Bulldogs.
He didn't like what he saw there. He's going to take a timeout.
And that's actually their second timeout.
Yeah, that could come into play later. Hopefully it doesn't. But every score matters right now. Bulldogs up 41-28, just up 13.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tough battle. Redbirds have not, they have not scored here in the second half. Bulldogs have ripped off 13.
Chad, great point. Bulldog defense stepping up. No score this half, and they've pretty much contained the run. They force them into passing situations, and when they do that, we get picks. Brennan Hauser goes to eat tonight.
Oh, I'm kind of hungry right now.
Yeah, we got pork chop sandwiches. Hey, 3rd and 7, 7:13 left. Here we go.
Valiant Walsh to the right side. Kevin Pagel set up in the slot. Trips to the left. Empty backfield for Baum. Pagel in motion. 4 receivers out to the left now. Comes back in motion. Does Selk. Looks for a mismatch on the outside and just overthrows his receiver, Valiant Walsh.
Yeah, I like the play call. They got Valiant in one-on-one action, but he kind of tripped up, and the pass was a little bit high. Wasn't there for Val. So we'll bring out Walmer. I told you, Walmer can make this. He's a threat for 3 points, and he's going to set up for a three-pointer here. It'll be spotted at the 8, so we'll call it an 18-yard field goal. And it's right where he likes it, right up the middle. Maybe slight left hash. Nope, it's spotted right at the center of the field. This is where he likes it. Houchin will snap. Holds good. Kicks up. Kick is good. It's nice having a field goal kicker, isn't it, Chad?
It is, and we haven't seen a lot of him in field goals until the last 2 or 3 games. And I wouldn't even say they were necessary field goals. They probably could have got it, but they got him that comfort and got him that kind of in-game reps, so to speak.
Absolutely. You go up from 41-28, you go up 44-28, and obviously you can do the math, Chad.
I could. 7:06 to go. There's a lot of time. Don't count the Redbirds out just yet.
I'll do the math for you. That's 16.
Should be
that
16.
means we're 2 scores up, and they got to convert both twos.
They got to convert, but yeah.
So we're in a good spot. That's a good call to get the field goal because it puts a lot of pressure on that Metamora team here.
Who's bringing the bubbles to the game? Because the whole field is covered with bubbles right now.
They're definitely in that left side of the bleachers because it goes over the whole field. I like it, though. Maybe it'll get in the way of Schreier's back deep for the Redbirds. Maybe it'll get in his face mask. I don't know. Walmer, perfect tonight. 4-point afters and perfect for that three-pointer, and he kicks it deep. It's a squib kick. It goes to Schreier's on a hop. Schreier's fields it cleanly. He goes far side. He's got some room over there. Good return from Schreier's. Probably his best return of the night, all the way to the 35-yard line. 7 minutes left. Bulldogs with a timeout. Redbirds with 3 timeouts. Playoff football. And we got some Ice Ice Baby going on.
Well, I mean, Vanilla Ice never gets old, does it?
Let's kick it. No, we just kicked it.
Oh, A1A, Beachfront Avenue. And so with that, Caden Hartnett sets up. Davis to his left. It will be a handoff to the Davis. He goes across the right side, and I think he's going to be tackled for a loss. A lot of Bulldogs in the backfield that time.
Brennan Hauser is really stepped up in the second half. He's got a big pick, but he's also got a lot of good playmaking plays. He makes that play. 2nd and 10 for the Redbirds as they reset their offense. Not much time left, Chad. 6:30 left. They got to do something now.
Well, now Frederick checks in along with Davis. Handoff does go to Frederick up the middle. And he's met at the 40-yard line, and he'll pick up about 6 or 7 on that.
Frederick has found room all night, mostly on the outside. That time he goes right up the middle. Good gain for him. Gets about 4 or 5. Bulldog defense surrounds him. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4 yards to go. We got 6 minutes left. Clock is ticking. Bulldogs looking to seal this one up. Survive in advance time. That's what we got to do right now. Get another stop.
Well, the crowd now on their feet. The bells are ringing. The gong is out. 3rd and 3 from the 41. Fake handoff. Oh, and he's hit in the backfield.
Nick
Absolutely
Golden.
Smashed.
Nick Golden, All-State linebacker, flying through there, gets Hartnett down on the ground for a huge loss. 4th down. We've got them on their heels now, Chad. Big play by Nicky G.
Well, that one he was on his back. He wasn't on his heels. Yeah, that was a fake handoff to Cameron Davis. Hartnett keeps it, and as you said, Nick Golden just shoots the gap.
Nicky G. Nicky G money coming through when we need him. Number 33, that All-State linebacker, comes up with a huge play, puts him in a very precarious position, forces him into a 4th and 7. They don't have any choice here with 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah,
except
they're going to take a timeout.
They'll
Talk
take
this
a
one
timeout.
over. Hey, we're not going to take a break just yet.
No,
you know what
let's
we
talk.
haven't done tonight?
We
play a little game. If you're just joining us here for, maybe you're from Morris, maybe you're from Metamora, just kind of checking the game out. We play a little game called Nearest and farthest. Let us know where you're from.
Yes, sir.
Winner gets absolutely nothing, but we'd like to know where you're from.
We'll give you a leftover pork chop.
No, there won't be any leftovers when I'm done with it, Dan.
Well, maybe we'll at least save a bite. Yeah, tell us where you're from. Where are you? Probably Hawaii, maybe? We always have a Hawaii.
I'm going to go out on a limb in here. Someone is in Montevideo.
Montevideo.
That's Uruguay for.
Well, I know we've got some Arizona folks watching. I know I got a brother in Denver watching, and my sister-in-law, Shanna, Mike and Shanna. Shout out to you. And the Walters family out in Arizona. Shout out to you, Grady. Love you, buddy. Fourth down action, playoff football. Bulldogs grinding this one out. Haven't given up any scores this half. Let's see if we can keep that theme alive.
One H-back, Hartnett all alone, tight end to the left. 2 receiver set. Hartnett rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver, fires it downfield, and it's almost intercepted at the 35.
Great coverage.
Huge turnover for the Bulldogs.
B. Houch with good coverage on the outside, and he puts this one to bed. I think it's safe to say, with 4:55 left to go, we're in complete control, Chatty.
Yeah, I think if you're the Bulldogs, you're just going to run this, chew this clock up as much as you can. If you can get within field goal range, take another strike.
Steady dose of Braden Garrett, the sophomore, is what we like to see. Let that offensive line go to get some go to eat.
Yeah, let them do that. You're right.
Let them do some work.
Garrett in the backfield, along with Carter Selk as the H-back. Handoff does go to Garrett. Off the left side, and nothing doing there. It'd be a loss of maybe 1.
So 2 timeouts remain for the Redbirds. 4:47 left. Clock's ticking. Second, and that was a loss of 1. It'll bring up second and 11. Bulldogs do have 1 timeout remaining. Atkins and Burner totally content to run some clock here. You might see him try to make a play here to get a first down, because a first down might just end this thing.
4:24 to go. Garrett set behind Wyatt Baum, very deep in the backfield. Pagel and Walsh out to the Bulldog side. Selk goes in motion. It's a dive play to Garrett once again. Picks up maybe 1 on that to bring up third down, but they are eating into the clock.
They are eating in the clock. That's the goal. Obviously, the Redbirds stacking the box up. They know the run's coming. Braden Garrett, not a lot of room there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Call it 3rd and 10. 3:51 left to go. Clock's ticking. Redbirds have 2 timeouts in their pocket. They're not going to use it just yet. Trying to get to that 4th down. Be interesting to see, Chad, if we get to 4th down, will we punt? We've had some success with Walmer putting it in the short corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like to see that maybe tonight.
Well, I don't know. I'm not calling the plays. No safety set. It's a handoff to Garrett off the left side, and he picks up 4 or 5, and it will bring up 4th down in about 4 or 5.
Yeah, this is a unique play call for Atkins. He's got a decision to make. Do we go and try to get that first down and in this ball game, or do you give it to your defense, put Walmer or let Wyatt Baum kick one, a pooch kick? We'll see what they decide. They do have a timeout left, as the Bulldogs, if they need to think this over. 18 seconds on the play clock, 3:01. Call it 3 minutes left to go. Clock's ticking. Looks like we're going to go for it here, Chetty. Atkins going to call timeout.
He's going to take his final timeout with 2:52 to go. He doesn't like what he sees. Talk it over.
Yeah, I like it. Let's reset. Let's decide what we want to do here. You got 2 options. You can go for it. You got 4th and 6. If you can get the line to gain, you're probably going to end this game. If not, you can choose to punt and let your defense, who's been stellar this second half, go to work and finish it that way. Either way, Bulldogs in a great position to advance, survive and advance. Looking for Morris next weekend if we can finish this one off. Great response in this second half. The big return by Donnie Lewis to start things off, and the big turnover and the big stops on that defensive side of the ball. No score yet for the Redbirds this half. High-powered offense has been silenced so far. Looks like they'll go for it, Jed.
Trips right. Garrett in the backfield. Pagel, Valiant, Walsh, Trey Peters. Bomb rolls out. Heavy pressure, big block, throws it to the outside, and he slips at the last second. So the Redbirds will take over with 2:48 to go.
Yeah, he tried to get to Peggle here on the near side. Peggle slipped. He would have been short of the first down even if he catches that clean.
I think he fell on that fall grass dew.
Ooh, little Friday, Saturday night dew action. It's not Mountain Dew. It's Frank Dutton dew. 2:48 left. Bulldogs 44. Metamora 28. Bulldog defense asked to make one more stand here in this second half. First game, I think, all season we've seen our starting D out for all 4 quarters. They got to strike fast here, Chad.
Hartnett drops back. Heavy pressure. Chased by Golden, and he'll be taken down at the 21-yard line.
Nicky G says, give me some. Give me some.
Huge sack for the Bulldogs.
No time. Good coverage on the outside by all the DBs and the linebackers. Nick Golden showing blitz. He does a thing. He does his thing. 2:24. Clock's ticking. Still not using their timeouts here yet, Chad. We'll see when they start using them.
We knew at the beginning of the game, if you can force them into passing, it's going to be, it's going to be our game.
And the Metamora coaches beside us looking a little defeated right now. Showing blitz again.
Hartnett again.
Oh, here comes
hit.
Wagner.
Inside bubble screen. Oh, gets away with a face mask, but he will maybe get a yard on that inside bubble screen. That goes to number 13.
So much pressure coming up the middle from that Bulldog linebacking core. That time, Ben Wagner comes in there, applies all kinds of pressure on Hartnett. Yeah. 1:43 left, third and Mansfield to go.
That was Luke Ufile on the reception there on that inside bubble screen.
You've been wanting to call his name.
I have.
It's not me-file.
No, it's Ufile.
All right. All right, let's see if we can seal this one right here. Let's end with a
3rd and 20 from the 24. It's a handoff right up the middle. And I couldn't see who that was, but it was Davis or if it was
Brennan Hauser.
Frederick. But in either case, it's going to bring up 4th and a very long way to go. With 1:06 to go, and I think I don't mean to jinx it, but I think barring a touchdown here, we can say we're probably traveling to Morris, Dan.
We can put the dogs in the kennel for another week.
Let them eat. The crowd is absolutely on their feet.
Here we go. Bulldog football, 4th down, 47 seconds. Let's hear it from your crowd.
Hartnett, 2 receiver set. Frederick lined up behind him, drops back very deep, sends it. No, he doesn't. Still on his feet, rolls to the right, sends it way downfield. 3 Bulldogs there. Oh, and almost reception at the 38-yard line. In either case, 26 seconds to go.
Let's go.
This crowd has gone wild, and the Bulldogs are going to pull this one off. 44-28. You got to believe they're just going to down this and just let it run out, Dan.
Huge win for that Bulldog defense in that second half. Bulldog offense came to play all night long. The defense comes to play in the second half and shuts that offense down, that high-powered offense. They take over. They're in victory formation. We got a Bulldog victory. We're surviving. We're advancing. We're coming for Morris. Woo, what a game.
Well, while we're winding this down, you got to give credit to Metamora. This was an absolutely stacked team.
Wow.
Ripped off 325, 30 yards in the first half. Really gave us some headaches. Bulldogs come out in the second half with new schemes on defense, shuts them down. But hats off to Metamora for advancing this far.
And giving us all they could handle. Hats off to their seniors. They're senior-led. Of course, Ben Wallace gave us problems all night long. And, of course, Schreyers, their quarterback, Hartnett. This is a time where you want to honor them right now. If you're Bulldog fans, shout out to them. This is their last play, Chad, and they're feeling it right now. They know their season's over, and they're going to soak this in. Hats off, you said it. They came to play tonight, and they gave the number 1 seed all we could handle.
Now, this is Price is Right rules. So let's just review at the beginning. I called 35-28, and that means I won because it's closest without going over. That's the first time all year I've won.
Yeah, we'll give you one.
Give me a pork chop sandwich and let the big boy eat.
We'll give you one. And by the way, I don't know who's far away and who's closest to, but
well, I did see we had some Wyoming, we had some Jacksonville, Florida,
Fort Myers.
Florida. Let's see, Fort Myers would be further.
That might be the Atkins family too. I don't know.
Oh, it's your neighbors. Well, they don't count because they're your neighbors, so they're just probably on vacation.
The best formation in football is out there right now for the Bulldogs, and that's the V formation, the old victory formation.
Hey, stay with us. Stay with us after the game. We've got Coach Atkins' interview.
Yep. You know he's going to be fired up. You know he's going to have a lot to say. Well, we're going to Morris next week. We'll take the show on the road. Simon Anderson is working on logistics. Hopefully we'll have Bulldog TV next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, share Bulldog TV, but really you need to subscribe because we'll do a Coach Atkins show.
Is there a fee?
No fee. It's free.
Oh. Well, that's good to know. I'll probably subscribe tonight.
Free 99. Make sure you like Bulldog TV. We thank you for watching tonight. We had a lot of viewers, 1,500 right now in county. And Wyatt Baum will take a knee.
With that, second round, Bulldogs pull it off 44-28, and celebrations have started. Dan, let's look forward just for a quick minute.
Yes, sir.
To Morris next week.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a game like this.
Ball game.
It's going to be an absolute smash-mouth football
battle.
The whole kit and caboodle, so to speak.
Well, it doesn't get easier. Every round is a challenge. We survived. We advance. We'll reset. We'll start looking forward to Morris next week. Again, hats off to a Metamora team that came to play tonight. They put it all out there. They hung with us for a half. It was 29-28 at halftime, Chad. Ends 44-28. We're going to take a quick break. Stick with us. Coach Atkins will be back up here as soon as he talks to his team.
For 150 years, you've believed in Busey. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family for generations. Busey, fulfilling dreams since 1868.
Networks, we take our role in connecting, protecting, and monitoring businesses in Central Illinois very seriously. When you need us, we'll be there, with service that sets the standard. From access control and structured cabling, to video surveillance and fiber installation, we always strive to provide creative solutions to the ever-changing technology needs of our clients. Contact D1 Networks today. Visit our website or call us at 855-836-6363. Jackson Construction and Restoration is a family-owned and operated company specializing in residential and commercial services. We have been serving Central Illinois for over 20 years. If you want to remodel a room, restore a deck, or even start fresh with a new house, Jackson is there. And in the times of need after any fire or storm damage, our team of experts is there to help you rebuild or restore your home. Call now for an estimate on your next project. The Mahomet-Seymour High School Athletic Boosters are proud to continue their support of 20 sport programs that make up MSHS Bulldog Athletics. They thank you for your continued support, and go Bulldogs! Andrew White Dentistry is Mahomet's choice for quality dental treatment in a friendly environment. Dr. White is proud to serve his hometown of Mahomet from their new location at 1112 Broadmoor in Champaign. Call 217-359-5050 to set up an appointment.
Made the trip here to Mahomet. We want to congratulate Metamora on an amazing season. Congratulations, guys. You made it a long way. Hold your heads high. You guys did an awesome job. Please have a safe travel back to Metamora.
Yeah, go ahead. No, wait, actually, don't. I don't want my foot to fall yet. There's still people there. Yo, can you grab this? Hold on a minute. There's a method to my madness. By the greenhouse right there.
All right, Bulldog fans, stick with us. Coach Atkins met with his team for quite a while tonight, so he's on his way. He's just a little slower than normal. We give him an excuse. Survive and advance. We'll be right back. He's on his way.
Can I unplug this camera yet? Ryan, can I unplug it?
Well, we're back here. Coach Atkins, absolutely heck of a win.
Man.
Talk about
Guys, I am so freaking proud of that group of players and that group of coaches down there. I could talk for the next 6 hours about how happy I am for them. We could talk about a bunch of things, and I hope we get to all of them, because there's so many people that deserve recognition for what just happened. Tonight was an absolute team win. You know, people for the last 6 weeks told me, well, your starters haven't played the second half. Are they going to be ready come a big? You know what? There's a reason why they didn't play the second half, and you know what? We just showed it. We came out in that second half. We were fresh, we were healthy, and we absolutely dominated. That's why. I'm so proud of those kids. I told them it was going to be a 4-quarter war from the get-go. They proved it. They showed up. They did it. We made some halftime adjustments. Again, our staff is incredible. Our kids came out, shut out in the second half defensively against a great Metamora ball club, well coached. Again, they started the game and did some things we haven't seen yet, right? Took us a couple series to figure it out, get going, right? Then made the corrections at halftime, put our kids in the right spot, and let playmakers make plays. And, man, Brennan, how's our linebacker? I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. We have the 3 best linebackers in the state of Illinois in Class 5A.
Period.
And I will put them up against anybody, and I think they just showed why.
Period.
Tackles in the backfield, Ben and Nick. Hauser with his however many
Flying
tackles
all
he had. Couple picks. I mean, guys, so proud of our kids. Braden Garrett, let's talk about him for a minute.
Come on.
Well, he's on our list.
He's on our list.
A sophomore stepping up. I mean, maybe I should let you guys.
It's your show.
It's your show, buddy. No, it's your guys' show, and it's definitely their show. And again, they showed it again tonight. I told them right there at the end, and I'll share this with everybody. I told them 3 things. I said, number 1, okay, we talked about the 4-quarter war all week. Okay, and I said, you guys just proved to everybody that you're capable of playing a 4-quarter war and getting the job done. Number 2, at halftime, I told our defense, I said, if they don't score again, they can't win. And those kids rose to the challenge, got the job done, and last but not least, I said, and you still haven't lost on this field.
Amen.
And guys, I can't say enough good things about our kids and our coaches, man.
Dude.
Well, let's talk a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just
Go
real
ahead.
quick, because I don't want to miss this point. We thought going into this, if we can't establish the run, this is the unofficial Dan and Chad show. If we can't establish the run, we might be in trouble. That was my thought going in. And my thought was, is it going to be Kirby in the background? Is it going to backfield? Is it going to be Garrett? Garrett shows up, and there's several times I looked at Dan and go, who is that?
Yeah.
He just absolutely rose to the occasion and was just blew their socks off.
Guys,
and give it to the O-line for opening these holes.
100%. Those guys were awesome all night. And Chad, let's touch on that real quick. 2 things. Number 1, 3 weeks ago, Braden Garrett was on the defensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. He was getting some reps as a backup safety. We had him there since maybe week 2, right? So he went about a strong 7 weeks of playing on the defensive side of the ball. We knew what he was capable of. The beginning of the season, he actually started on the O side. So we knew, hey, this kid's special. Let's coach him up on a couple things. Moved him up there. Him and Reich and Kirby got the nice balance, keep them both fresh when we thought, Braden was going to struggle there or had a little injury there. But, man, the way he ran the ball as hard as he did, he held onto the rock, which is what we tell him all the time. Can't have penalties and turnovers. And then those 5 guys up front were awesome. And here's why. We knew going into the game plan, if they tried to do what they've done all year and play a 4-2 box and man everybody up, we said, Wyatt's going to throw for 600. He was going to. And he showed that at times. But then again, our coaching staff and our kids, they adapt so well. They gave us a 3-2 box and we said, it's go time, BG. It's your show. And he showed it. Again, those 5 guys up front, incredible job.
And I want to touch on something too. The defense, we've talked about this all year, how everyone complements each other. The defense struggled, right? That big Wallace boy was just plowing people. We had all kinds of trouble. But guess what? Your offense started fast. Your special teams, they tried to avoid
kickoff returns, guys.
They tried to avoid the playmakers.
Yep.
Guess what? We've got more playmakers.
Yep. Yeah.
And when get the ball, they make plays.
No doubt.
They did it all night, both sides of the ball. And to your credit, you talked about this all week leading up. You knew it was a fourth quarter game. Those guys were ready for a fourth quarter game.
Yep.
And the second half, your defense stepped up.
Absolutely
stepped up.
Guys,
shut them out.
That is a great Metamora ball club with
Great
incredible football players, and they are very well coached. Again, we could talk about the history and the tradition of Metamora that Pat Ryan has started. Jared coached for him and played for him, right? He's rolling over that tradition and that history, and they're doing a fantastic job. And I told my staff before this game, I said, guys, if they can beat us, I think they got a shot to make a serious run. That's how good I felt that they were. So again, the fact of the matter of what we just accomplished, I can't say enough good things about this group.
And we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Q. I mean, your playmaker Q in the first half, what does he do? He makes plays.
You know,
every time you needed something, Q does it.
I just got done telling the newspaper, and I'll tell the people at home too, I'm just absolutely dumbfounded at the fact that kid still has 0 offers. I just don't understand what more you could want. Every time the ball is in his hands, he makes plays. He's got the strength, the speed, he's got the stats. What more could you want from a guy? But you know what? You know what? I'm the one that's frustrated. You know who's not? Is that great kid down there. That kid's going to show up to work as hard no matter if he's got one or none or whatever. He's going to come back. He's going to do what he's got to do for his brothers to be successful. That's why I love that kid to death. That's why I love all these kids, because they're all that way. They're all so selfless and care about the team more than anything else. Gosh, dang it, guys. I can't say enough great things about this group.
Let me ask you something. So I think it was roughly high 2s and the 3s that they had on the ground in the first half. They're running a lot. Hartnett kept that ball off of Wallace's left rear end all night. What did you guys see, and what were the adjustments that you made that shut that down?
So here's what happened, basically, is they gave us that essentially an overload set to Ben's side. They put the tight end and the H-back there, plus the back in the backfield and the quarterback. They hadn't necessarily done that yet. We knew that they had to do something coming into this game, right? Like, our coaching staff prepares very well for teams on both sides of the ball. So we knew they had to do something that we haven't seen. Well, that's what it was. So, again, it took us a little bit to understand what they were doing. What they were doing is they were logging our force-contained player with that extra player. So that's why they were able to get the edge a lot and obviously have, success, with all their yards and points that they had. Again, the strength of our defense is our interior 3 and our linebackers. We need to be able to let them make plays. You get it to the outside, those 6 guys can't make plays. So, again, Dayton Eisman and Cale Schweihart stepped up huge in the second half. We made that adjustment. Coach Turek, hats off to him, and Coach Murphy as well. Coach Lewis doing a great job. We made that adjustment with Cale and Dayton by having them now, widen out even more or adjust to that formation, set the edge, box it in, and let's let our 6 best players play football, and that's exactly what we did.
They did.
And you know what it reminds me of, and I hate to bring back old memories, but Coach Turek, I know he beat himself up over the Morton game. This felt like a Morton game. Henry was ready.
Yep.
Your team was experienced.
Yep.
They remember that.
Yep.
They made the adjustment at halftime. You shut it down.
I gave him the biggest hug probably ever in my life that I've given to somebody right there, because he absolutely deserves it, because it's exactly what you said. This entire offseason, he just continued to think about
sleep.
Yes, he beat himself up about, the what happened from Morton. And, man, he was ready to go. He had that in his back pocket. We made that adjustment. Kids stepped up to the challenge, and you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for those
Survive
guys.
in advance, baby.
That's right. On to Morris. They're great. What a great ball club they are. Again,
Heck yeah.
historic tradition. What a hostile environment that's going to be.
We'll bring
I tell you what, guys. I'll tell you what, guys. Our kids, knowing that they get the opportunity to come back here for the semifinals, you tell me they don't want that one next week, we're going to be ready to go. Well, Morris had a great ball game today, so it's not going to be easy by any means. But we're going to show up, and we're going to give it our best effort for 4 quarters and hope for the best. Guarantee that.
Well, you showed it tonight. Absolutely teeth-kicking first half. Adjustments were made, And I just can't say anything else but an awesome job to you and your staff, your players.
Super
we advance to Morris next week.
Yep.
Stick
Super
with us.
happy.
We'll find a way to see you next week. Coach, congratulations.
Find a way. I appreciate you guys.
Survive in
got it.
advance, baby.
That's right. Thank you,
Go
guys.
enjoy it.